Technology Screens and FLEVT. All right, what is a ship back request? You've seen it before. We do request customers to send an item back. And the reason why we haven't sent an item back because our products are tested. We go through brutal testing with our products to make sure they work. Um, when we have customers that will come back and say, well, it doesn't work in your bit, we've done these demonstrations on site. Like we've literally have done these demonstrations on site over and over again. The new technology we have right now is going to be on site. I'm going to be on site next week. It's going to be on site. All of our products are either on site or on site. We have the most tests out of any products on YouTube. So when we basically put a batch number, or keep in mind, if you just saw the test under the Imperior had to go through some crazy testing to make sure the product works perfectly fine. When we go put the products through all this testing, and then we put a batch number on it to test the product, make sure it has a date stamped on it that basically matches the video showing the product being tested before it was shipped out. So we know the product works 100%. So when we ship this product to a customer, and like I said, we don't get this a lot, but if you get a customer and we request, they're saying, well, is the screen too dark? I can't see it. It's virtually impossible. Like, all right, because we do these tests on 1,000 lumen projectors versus white paper on our screens. If it wasn't going to pull there, it's not going to pull here. It wouldn't pull in any environment. It wouldn't pull any of the customers, wouldn't pull. And keep in mind, this stuff is made in 5 and 10 gallons. So it wouldn't pull on any customer. They would all have problems with it. So with that being the case, we request a ship back. Now, they argue with us on the ship back. This is when we know there's a problem there. That basically that they are, or I don't know why it would have a problem. We pay for all shipping, but we know that something's wrong there. Maybe they tamper with the product. Maybe they mess with it. There's something wrong. There's something's not adding up. Why would you argue about us taking the product back, bringing it over here on YouTube, and then basically doing a live stream? Well, what's the problem with it? I mean, the bottom line is, I would be the one that would have more to lose in that situation if I couldn't back the product up. So I don't see where there's a problem there of shipping our product back to us. But anyway, so that's what the ship back is. So we've only had a few who've done this. They'll lose the PayPal, or basically they'll go in and they won't do the ship back at all when we request for it. They'll ignore it, or they'll make excuses why they can't ship it back. There'll be all kinds of excuses. And because of that, this is when we know that there's a lot of red flags popping up. Now, instead of contacting us and saying, hey, look, product may be too dark for me. I'm used to a much lighter screen paint. We have free screen paints, or basically we can send you down the gunmetal, or gunmetal is very dark. We can send you back over. So we have a product that we can make and we send over to you for you. We could do it that way. Try to work things out with you. But if you want to be that person at the end of the day, and you want to come in and try to rip me off, try to keep my product and money at the same time, and you want to do a chargeback to your bank institution, or you want to go in and you basically want to, we have a problem where PayPal doesn't go through our information properly, then we can go to court. This is the reason why I tell you more and more and more that we think about not wanting to do the business overseas. But again, like I said, since I'm bringing people on board, or people bringing me on board, on either way, that pretty much can fight these claims. It gives me that confidence to offer the products overseas. With the United States, we can reach you overseas, different story, but we got people that we are coming on board that will basically fix that situation. So if we request a return, ship back return, it stands for that when it comes here, your product will be opened up out of the box. It will be displayed in a live stream. You'll be whatever claim that you made. That's what we will go against. We always paint the screen in anyway because we want to show off the screen. And we'll go in and we'll basically make sure that the product is working properly. It has to be tested. Now, when people get mad about this and say, oh, how is that a scam in any way whatsoever? I'm requesting you to send the product back to us so we can test it on a live stream. Where in the world would that be a scam? A scam would be telling someone that if they get the product, you can't exchange it, you can't send it back, you can't do anything. You are stuck with it. The minute you open it up, the minute it lands on your front porch or on your lawn, it is your problem to deal with. And on top of that, that has no form of testing, no form of batch numbers. You don't even know what you're getting in the mail. So That's why, on our behalf, we can back our numbers up because we can go to court. We can explain this to a judge that, look, the product was tested before we shipped it out. For the customer, even got it. It does carry a batch number. We did request a ship back for the product to come back to us so we can test it again on the YouTube live stream. That way it's not pre-recorded. That way nothing's documented or nothing like that. Everything is out in the open for everybody to see. Because we have nothing to hide. So this way, we're not looking like we're hiding anything and everything's out in the open. So again, if you decide to try to get around us and try to keep both our products and and the money at the same time, and you want to go through your banking institution and file a chargeback, we'll take you to court and we'll just sue you for violation of batch number, or basically get the money back that you took out of my account. Because again, if I'm going through all this work to make sure my products are tested and they work perfectly fine, then I have a right to defend my company. Anyone who feels at the end of the day that I'm wrong for basically standing up and defending my company against people that want to rip me off, then I don't want you ever purchasing a product from me at all, period, whatsoever, and we will never sell to you at all, period. I have a right to defend my company at all costs. And if you contact us and we send you back a return request, then you send the product back to us. We should have any arguments. It shouldn't be this, it shouldn't be that. Send it back to us so we can do the testing. Now, the customer who came in and we just did one on, very polite, very nice people, talked to them, they contacted us, and they said, hey, look, this, that, and the other, the screen cracked and peeled. And I said, no problem, send it back to us so we can test it. We know the product doesn't crack or peel. We did it right there on camera. We rolled that thing up in so many different directions, didn't crack, didn't peel, put it on fabric, painted the screen down, did a black on black test demonstration, did a white level test demonstration, did it all on a 1,000 lumen projector, a 600 by 800, way low rate projector in a fully lit environment, and that screen had no problem whatsoever, in any way whatsoever. Now imagine if that customer had went in and filed a PayPal complaint against us and that product was working perfectly fine. Just imagine that. And just imagine if PayPal had made a mistake and messed up and allowed them to take our product and our money at the same time. Now you see why a part of me doesn't want to ship overseas. Now imagine that. Now see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That's why a part of me does not want to ship any of our items overseas, because of that. It's harder to fight those claims. But people that we're bringing on board, these are heavy hitters. People have a lot of push, a lot of pull. They said, don't worry about it. If it happens, it'll be taken care of. So that gives me some confidence right there. But the products are tested. Name somebody right now, name anybody right now that has a batch number on their product right now that shows their product testing, that actually does their testing live so everybody can see it. Name one company, anybody. No one does it. Only we do it. Go ahead. I'll give you free screen paint for a year. Show me one person that does it, that guarantees their products. And we request the ship back, which means the product comes here and we go in and we test it live. We don't do it behind closed doors. We don't bring in high power, none of that. We bring in low level projectors, high power. All the odds are against us when we do these demonstrations. And then we still work with the customer, even though we don't have to, we still work with them and try to help them out. Now, like I said, if a customer decides that they don't want to ship it back, we have to pull teeth to get the product back here, which raises a lot of red flags. If the customer loses the PayPal claim and they decide that I'm going to go to my banking institution and I'm going to lie and say the product was default and try to take it back that way, we'll see you in court right before a judge. Now, mind you, if you file that claim with the bank and you lose, you're going to be hit with a fraud charge. So you know this is going to happen. I've seen it happen with somebody before. Don't do this. The same demonstration you just saw me do here, open up that package, I can do that in the courtroom with no problem whatsoever. I'm very strict. I stand behind my products 100%. And, for the people that are sitting there saying that our products aren't this and that, you don't do my tests. You don't do my demonstrations. You don't even have a ship back, exchange, or nothing whatsoever program due to the fact that your products are designed to rip people off. I've seen your policies. Your policies are messed up. You're not taking that product back and painting it back on camera. There's no way in the world you're going to do that. The other one can't do it because he doesn't know what color that thing might turn into. So he's not 100% sure on his product. And the other with the range gain, too, I don't even know how to get around that nightmare. So what happens is someone is speaking to Parker real quick. What happens is someone basically requests is how does the range gain work, especially if they figure out that basically that the gain doesn't even exist. Then what? They can file an easy have not described on you. How you fighting that one at the end of the day? You got to prove that that gain actually exists, and we all know it doesn't. And we have to prove that the range gain exists, and we all know that doesn't either. So how are you going to work that one out? And we just watched somebody paint that screen down, and it turned a different color. How are you going to work that one out too? So automatically, you have a not as described on your entire site right now. You can't back that product up at all. Jamie, on the other hand, his product matched house paint right there in the middle of a live stream with him in the video. Twice, actually 3 times it matched. How you gonna get around that one at the end of the day? How is your customers 100% gonna know that they are getting a genuine screen paint in that container and not an everyday house paint that's gonna match something at Lowe's or Home Depot that they could have spent less money for? You're right in the demonstration matching it. And then you have no testing. Neither one of you have no testing on any of your products. This product right here has more testing on it right now, this one screen, than all your products combined. You don't have any test matching this screen. And then on top of that, we have returns. Even if a customer buys a product, like the customer who had the bow maker, he's actually on our site, who bought the bow maker, and he didn't read through the projectors we don't support. Now, I could have easily said, easily said, hey, well, look, we don't support that projector. You know, you're out. You're out like $300. Ain't nothing I can do for you at all, period. And truthfully, no, because that's what we wrote. If that information is down there at the bottom, that detail information is down there, is you as a consumer, your job to go in and read through that specification so you know exactly what and what doesn't work, because we've tested it. That's why. Not to convince me that the projector that you're using should work by our standards. It doesn't work by our standards. We don't use it, but he never did that. He was very nice about it. So again, I said, look, well, we'll work something out with you. I'll send you down a high grade silver. It'll be a little dark, something like work a good contrast with your projector. And you send me those pictures back to us so we can put that on our blacklist to show people that don't use this projector because it's not going to work. We can use it as a form of an education for a trade-off. And that's what he did. And that's how he got his screen paint for his screen that we customized for it. And that's how we got the pictures for the bow maker. There you go. All those customers that you see on the Crystal Edge site that you see with those different projectors, and if you scroll through that, you'll see they didn't come up, the screen paint didn't work for them. The reason why we got those pictures is because we said we'll do a little trade for you. We'll send you something to fix your screen, much better than the white screen. You can still use it in a fully lit environment. It's not gonna pick up the contrast because they don't pick up on darker screens all that well, but still it's gonna be much better than what you're dealing with right now. And we'll get those pictures. And that's what they did. They took a bunch of pictures, sent those over to us. That's fantastic. We can use that to warn people why we don't use those projectors, and then they get something that works with them. Now, do we have to do that? No. It's right there in the description what we don't approve of. That's like someone buying a PS system and trying to put an Xbox game onto it, and it's not working, and they get mad and get upset, and you want to sue the manufacturer and sue the people on the system because it should have worked. That's how crazy that sounds. So if we put that information down there and we say, hey, we don't support this, then it's not what we support. Don't push it. So that's what the ship back is for. The ship back basically allows the customer to send it back to us so we can test it on YouTube Live for us to see. And if you notice when we do the demonstration, we don't mention who the customer is. We block off all the information, all that stuff. No one knows anything at all. Later on, we contact the customer, send them over the video so they can see the results for themselves. Now, this also backs us because, again, if the customer doesn't want to accept the results and he says, hey, well, I'll take you to court, it's no problem. I can do that exact same demonstration in the courtroom also. Not a problem at all. Now, I sent that request to 2 individuals and they fought us. Every excuse in the book, and they fought us. That product works when it leaves out of here, and you can bring it back and it'll still work. And that's why it's a blessing that those people sent that over here, because it shows that our product works. When we have a product come in from a customer and we can do that test right there in front of you and it works perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it. So Again, for those individuals that think you're going to keep my screen at the same time and the money at the same time, no, this is going to cost you some money. It's going to cost you 12 grand. You're going to, instead of basically contacting me, and if it's not to your liking, which you should have basically looked at the demonstration, it's just dark screen. We explained to you, it's all written down there. It tells you that the white levels are going to be slightly lower, this, that, and the other. I see people trying to put them against white screens and trying to get the same reaction as white screen. No, there's a sacrifice field, and it's just like your white screen. Can't see your contrast and color, can't pull up in fully lit environments. There's a sacrifice field. You want darker technology to be able to do that, and guess what? The white fields get sacrificed, but they can't get sacrificed to a point where it's so dark you can't see the screen. That's why we do the black versus black demonstrations. We cover our stuff, everything. So, if you want to be that person at the end of the day, then guess what? We can go to court and you can lose $12,000 over the $300 that you spent, including my court costs, because you wanted to do something that you shouldn't have did. Not that hard. And then people want to sit there and say, oh, he's scamming people. Because what? I'm protecting my company. I'm doing things by the book. We request a ship back. We didn't sit there and contact you and say, hey, what you say? Oh, you're getting sued, blah, blah, blah. No, we never said that. We said ship back the product. That's all we request. Even though the product has a batch number on it and it's tested, we request a ship back. Now, if you fight me on the ship back, then that tells me at the end of the day you did something wrong. That's basically about it. So, see, this is the reason why stuff like this is because I think about going into manufacturing and research and development. Because in manufacturing, research and development, I only got to do one thing. I only got to make videos. I ain't got to do jack, nothing. They have to do it. They'll do all the commercials, they do all the radio time and whatever. They do all that. They got their own legal team. They take care of all that. I ain't got to deal with none of it. Only thing I got to do is just sit in my lab and just basically design and do stuff. I don't even got to shoot one video. You would never see any, which in the contract, I'm not allowed to show anything anyway. You wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. You only see it when they advertise it, not me. I'm just research and development. That's all I do. Manufacture, research, and development. So when their orders come through, our company pushes out their orders, and that's it. That's all I got to do. So I don't have to deal with the rest of that. But the problem with that is the price is going to jump dramatically through the roof. I got no control over that. The only control I have is basically the research, development, and manufacturing. That's all that I do. As for pricing and all that, that's what they do. So you'll see that technology jump through the roof. Let's see what happens at the end of the year. Because again, things may change. You never know. But let's see what happens at the end of the year. But that's what this ship pack is for. So you know. Got the biggest shipping, and we got snail mail. Of course, people try to copy all our shipping and everything. They try to copy everything we do. But look at that. My number is all over my site. He sat there and said, oh, I tried to contact you and couldn't reach you. My business number is all over the site. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't do stuff like that. Don't do that. I explain to people, I can back myself 100%, even in court. We don't want to take it to court. We just don't want to take it to court. Trust me. It's best that you just break down and tell me the truth and say, hey, look, it was a little too dark. It's not to my liking. Then we can send you out something else for free. That avoids all the nonsense. I'm not worried about you hitting my PayPal account. If PayPal doesn't decide in our favor and we basically can show 100% we proved it, we take you to court. That's all. Let a judge decide. Bet you we win. That's it. Now, like I said, the whole jurisdiction thing, because we could do that in the United States, because overseas, yeah, there was almost a good chance that the overseas wasn't going to see any of our technology whatsoever. You weren't going to see jack, nothing at all. And man, it would have been messed up because the stuff we got coming out is pretty amazing. As you can see, what we did to the certified screens already. Yeah, you weren't going to get anything at all, period, until somebody came up and talked to me and say, look, we'll come on board. I said, yeah, but the problem we can't do business overseas. The batch numbers can't be protected overseas. He said, well, we can fix that. We can take care of that for you. We got jurisdiction over there. They do business overseas, so we can take care of that. They got something called I forgot what that attorney's called. It's like a global attorney or something, whatever it does. But anyway, it's pretty interesting. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that calms me at the end of the day. Because if I got screens that we're going to be developing, especially Spartans and stuff like that, and we got high-end screens we're going to be developing, and someone's going to try to rip us off, yeah, we have to be to defend ourselves. That's why I tell people at the end of the day, regardless, do your batch numbers, regardless. And that's like I said, if PayPal had did us that way and it was a customer was in the United States, yeah, you'd be in court. Literally, we'd be serving you. You'll definitely be in court because we know the product works, especially when we requested that ship back and you denied it. And we have it right there in the email, you denying the ship back. Okay, that's basically about it. It's a shame I got to talk this way. And this is not how I want to do business, but unfortunately, this is what comes with business at the end of the day. People don't understand. People who don't have a company, don't own a company, you don't understand what goes on in a business. It's even worse when I got a friend of mine who's a realtor. I could never do that in a million years. I can't do it. There's no way in the world I could do it. People go in and rip up your place, to tear your stuff up. They don't pay the rent on time. All kinds of crazy stuff that they do. And one time a landlord got killed. Went to the house and the guy pushed him off the top stairs. He struck his head. He died. All kinds of crazy stuff you deal with. There is no way in the world I can do that kind of for a living. People have stores now. You got to worry about shoplifters coming in and ripping up and taking your stuff from you and robbing you at the end of the day. You got to deal with that nonsense at the end of the day. Yeah, and store owners got to go through a lot. People have merchants got to go through a lot of crap. Even the people on eBay, even the people on Etsy, they got to go through nonsense in the day of dealing with customers that don't know how to do things right. You send back good merchandise, they file a complaint against you, said it didn't work, and send you back a bag of sand. And then some of these people lose. They lose. I lost a couple of things that happened on eBay. They sided with the favor of the customer, and then tried to appeal, and the appeal time ran out. They ran my time out. And I lost like $3,000 worth of merchandise. I was freaking seriously ticked off. Vintage toys, something I can never get back. I can't go to the store and pick that up. I can't go get it from inventory or none of that stuff. It's a vintage, one of a kind. Can never get it back, and it can never get the money it was worth. And apparently you have to deal with these customers. And as you get smarter in life, you figure a way how to be able to protect yourself. Now, we're blessed to have good customers. Yeah, we're blessed to have amazing customers that buy their products, do demonstrations for us, display our technology. Yeah, and then we do have to deal with those particular customers that are going to try to rip us off and steal from us. That's what we have to deal with. So if you see us requests and send you over that ship back saying, hey, send it back to us. I'm going to test it on YouTube Live so everybody can see it. I don't know how more honest you can get than that at the end of the day. And for the people who sit there and say, oh, he can't back his product. Yeah, you just gave that person house paint. And pretty much. Anyone you sell that product to, you've given them house paint. You should have, if you're doing a demonstration on your product versus house paint, you should have anywhere between 30 to 60 demonstrations, and they should be posted directly to your website. Ours are posted to our website directly. You don't have any of those. Right now, like I said, the tested Imperial went through. Now one of y'all can match the test. I don't have any tests on your products. I've done it. I've spent 3 hours in your YouTube channel looking for tests and couldn't find anything on the very products that were actually on your website. The other fellow, I kept bringing up the PSP console system, the portable system. That's all I was bringing up. And even more proof that your products don't work, I got canceled orders on you guys. Oh. This stuff doesn't work. You buy something from me to be shipped right to your front door, the signature confirmed. You violate that batch number in any way, you make that product look like it's not what it's supposed to look like, and then I'll just see you in court. That's it. So, as many stuff that keep in mind, of all the stuff that we tested from Jamie, and we tested a lot of his paint, has he ever tried to take us to court? No. Did he try to file a lawsuit against me for testing this product and say, hey, that was wrong, that was incorrect? Nope. You know why? Because that's how his products actually work. Did you ever think about that? A lot of people didn't put that together. All the unboxings we did on his product. Now once, this is when we had his products over here. Now once did he go in, I'm going to file a lawsuit against you because you basically said something about my product that's not real and your testing were incorrect and this and the other. No, our testings were thrown by the book. Your product didn't work. It literally matched house paint every single time. Now, You take my product you claim to have and you pour it out of a container and it's this bubbly, gritty nonsense. It looks nothing like the screens we painted down. It looks nothing like the customer's paint that we painted down in any way whatsoever. It doesn't do anything that, and you haven't done any of the tests underneath that product claiming that to be ours. So yeah, we can take it to court and sue you. And you can't back it up either. There you go. That's the difference. Because all the testing we've done on your stuff, you've never taken me to court. And you know where I'm at. So the reason why you can't, because I can go in that courtroom right in front of a judge and say, hey, look, can you do me a favor? Have him paint that screen next to this house paint over here, and let's see if there's a difference. That judge will laugh you out of that courtroom. Then I'll turn around and hit you with a counter lawsuit for wasting my time. My goodness. Woo! That's not what you call it. Your stuff doesn't work. But that's what that's for. That's what that's for. That's what that shit out for. It's for. You notice we did a black versus black demonstration on the product, even though it wasn't requested, it wasn't needed, we just did it anyway. So we did a black versus black demonstration. Question: if you did have a return policy, which you don't, and a customer did ship it back, are you going to do a gray versus gray? Are you going to paint everyday gray paint against your own product and do that demonstration so they can see it? Or gray fabric, or anything that matches that screen? No, you can't do that because there's no test under the product, and you know it's 100% it's not going to work. So that's that. Okay, let me see right here what I want to do. I am going over to excuse me. I'm going to put something a little extra in our shipping policy now. It's a penalty. They'll have everything that I said in detail. We have this in every shopping cart. Excuse me. But we'll have it in detail. Everything you buy, excuse me, everything you purchase and everything you buy has one of those policies sitting on top of it. That if you do anything to tamper with that product, you do this, or when you make money, whatever you do, if you take it apart, whatever, all kinds of policies that you have on your technology devices, and also that basically, if you violate any one of these and they decide to take it to court, they can get you on it. You'd be surprised. Anything that would basically tarnish their company or try to set them bad about their company, I already have it in my contracts. If we give beta testers the ability to be able to unbox their stuff and show it off, if they trade our products for items from somebody else, they can be sued. Can't do that. When we give you something, that is yours to use. You can't go out and trade it for this and trade it for that for favors. That can get you a lawsuit. It's $50,000 per court if you hit one of those. The other one we have for the beta testers too, the content that you show. It can't be copyrighted, because if it's copyright, it literally says there that if you hit a copyright and the copyright comes to sue you, we have nothing to do with that. That is you. It's within that contract. So we don't get hit with anything. They get hit with it. You should know better. Don't use copyrighted material. Don't use pornography. Don't use anything with curse words, because we're a Christian company. There's a lot of stuff that we'll have in it that you can't use, but there's stuff that you can use, but we don't want anything on that's going to tarnish our company's name. This can get you a lawsuit or breach of contract. So all that stuff is in there. Take the time, when you have the time, and read through your contract with the PlayStation and Xbox system. You ever read through one of those things before? That little thing that pops up, the one you skip through real quick, just to automatically hit accept. Yeah, read through that thing. You'd be surprised what's in there. You're like, oh my God, I agree. Yes, you agreed to all of that. You have. You agreed to all that. Like the Xbox 360, they had a policy that pops up and people would click on it. But there was a guy in there, it was an attorney, and he said, you ever read that thing real carefully? They have the right to listen to conversations, and there's about everything else they can monitor because you agreed on that. And most people, they know from the door, it's not going to read through all that writing. They're just going to click on it and move on. Ubisoft has it in theirs. They have a little contract that pops up. What's another one that has what? It's a couple of companies have little contracts that pop up before you can actually touch your stuff. Yeah, they have it in there. When you click on there, yeah, it's in there. It's definitely in there. All that little fine print that they expect for you not to read. But somebody who's a lawyer, somebody gets into that kind of stuff, the paper, they read through that stuff like, you have any idea what's in there? And the guy actually broke it all down in the room. We was in a chat room, a party room, and he broke it down. I was like, good gracious, you kidding me? Like, yeah, it's in there. How many people read through the thing before clicking on it? I clicked on it. I didn't read through it. And I didn't realize exactly all the fine print that they had in there. They can monitor activities, rooms, all that stuff like that. They can listen to anything they want. You agree to it. So you can't actually take them to court for invasion of privacy because you gave them the rights to do it. Same thing with the cameras and all that. That's all in there. When they had the cameras on the systems and all that stuff, all those cameras were scanning and all that stuff. What was it called? I forgot that thing was called. I forgot. Anyway, there's a policy in there about those cameras. It's all in there. You try to read through one of them. You'd be surprised what you just signed. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like items are non-refundable, much like items you may purchase for your avatar, stuff like that. It's non-refundable. Once it's yours, so, which is kind of messed up because I spent thousands of dollars for items for my avatar, and then when the system switched over to the new system, I couldn't take it with me. It stayed on the other system. Certain things you can't take. Any form of licensed music you couldn't take with you. It was there. So if you bought any movies or music or whatever, it stayed on the other one. The only thing you could was put with your games. It was it. Which is messed up because you paid all that money. But you could still use it. You still listen to some of your music to a certain degree. Yep. That's why it was just better that if you bought music, you'd basically download it to a flash drive instead of leaving it on the hard drive. Because sometimes it can make it possible where if you're not online, you can't even use the system at all. Well, that's coming up real soon anyway. That's going to be that's going to come real soon because right now they're going to get rid of the physical disc altogether. They haven't already, and they've already breached the downloadable stores already in your console system. So you'll be downloading all your stuff. So basically, you don't own the rights to any of those games at all. Period. And I'm dead serious about that. You don't own any of the rights to any of those games. They're not yours. They still belong. It's like you bought something, but it was never yours because you don't have the physical item right there in front of you. You have a download. That's what you have. So if they decide that they want to pull your favorite game off their marketplace and that's it, then that's it. That's it. You can't do anything about it. Let me see. Oh, wow. What kind of collection? Just know that's the end of collection. That's definitely the end of collection. Well, good thing I collected all my stuff. I got all my games from my old systems from way back in the day. I got everything. That's the end of that collection. No more of those. Let me see. We got to go over to this is Black Series. What site are we on? Let me see. Oh, we're on this site. I don't remember what's going to say. Okay. Update all policies today. Like I said, I work things out with my customers, and I always do. But I say always do. I get those customers in there. That usually we get some that would try to do dirty on us. And like I said, I've lost a claim maybe. I haven't lost a claim in 6 months, 6 or 7 months. You haven't lost a claim. Not one. Not one. I just lost that one claim, and I was really upset about that because we backed that product at 100%. Just like the guy who sent that product back, we had the same reaction over here that we had on her product with no problem whatsoever. It worked 100%. We test our stuff. We test the daylights out of our stuff. That's why we do the request back. And nobody's going to do no request back on no screen paint. I mean, virtual product, they're going to do it because they don't even know their own product. Half of the stuff you got right now that's out there floating around will match house paint. The other half doesn't even work. If they did, they would have tests competing with ours. Where's let me see. I gotta go to a shipping policy. Oh, dread it, man. I gotta bring up the monitor because this thing's all in fine print. That's one thing about the projector. That's why I want to get a 600 by 800 res projector. Hold on for a minute. My projector is not 600 by 800. That's what I don't like about it. It comes up clean, but it's not 600 by 800. Oh, wait, I forgot. I can magnetize everything. The freak. Let me see. I'm going to go over to shipping. No, we don't want to go there. We need to go to page. Let's see. Black Widows are coming over here. First I want to go to get that over there. The marketplace. Yeah, I'm considering at the end of the year I might go into manufacturing research and development. Because like I said, it's less work I gotta do. It's a lot less work. All I gotta do, all my test demonstrations are gonna be private. You can't see anything because we can't show nothing off at all, period. Within our contract we'll be sued. But yeah, we just go in and just design our stuff, make sure everything's tested, write down all the information that they're going to need on how to paint it, how to apply it, all that stuff, everything about this, that, specification sheets, the whole 9 yards, and we just send it to them. Of course, everything gets patented through my name, all that stuff, because I own the rights to everything. But they're responsible for selling and marketing. That's what they do. And I got that offer, actually, from the people that I'm going to be going to see next week. Let me see. Marketplace here. There we go. I need to go in and put in policy. Let me see, there you are. Now I'm waiting for him to respond back because we requested, we want to ship back. Not that, instead of curse word, ship back. Good gracious, that sounds pretty bad. Anyway, it's not a curse word, it's SHIP and then BACK, ship back. All right, let me see. Manage products. I'm gonna need me a notebook, notepad. We got a notepad right here. All right, that's on policy, ship back policy. Policy. And some people get offended. They get upset. They literally get upset when we request a ship back. Oh, you think I'm a liar? No, I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm just saying that I'm going to have to test this. So we need you to send this back to us so that way we can do the test live. Your name is not mentioned. That's what we put in the policy. Your name is not mentioned, and all your stuff isn't confidential. No one knows anything about you at all. We just say customer. That's all we say. But it has to be, we have to do that test so we can show it, okay? So we're not calling you a liar. They get offensive. That's a red flag for us. I had a customer, I've seen just about everything. I had a customer who had an Optima projector, and this is what our digital and crystal screen paints. And he said that the screen was too dark. It was unwatchable. It's the screen paint. It's light gray. I'm like, okay, so let me see the pictures. We look at the pictures, and I go, what's going on with the projector? It looks like the settings are off. I said, can you do me a favor? Can you send me a picture of your settings? And that's what we do. We request it now because of that experience. So he had everything pushed all the way back to the very beginning. And usually when you buy a projector and it's factory reset or whatever it is, you buy it in factory reset, it's right down the middle. Everything will be right down the middle. So I think usually if you get a projector, maybe you got it used and whoever had it, I don't know why they would have it all the way down like that, but I was like, look, can you do me a favor? Can you put everything to the middle? And then everything popped on. I said, did you buy it used? It was like, no, I got it brand new. I said, well, it doesn't look like it was on factory set. It was just like everything was just pushed all the way back, in factory settings. Like somebody pushed it all the way back. He said, well, you know, it's fixed now, you know. I'm glad everything's good. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the guy basically had a projector where the lamp on the projector was flickering. We could literally see the projector light flickering. That means the lamp is about to go. And the picture, when the colors are dull and it has a kind of like the whites have a bit of a kind of a like a tannish look to it. I mean, on a white screen, a tan look to it. That means your lamp is about to go. So what we do is we say, hey, do me a favor, take your projector and push it over to the white wall, because we do white level tests on our products all the time, so we know what's going to happen. If your lamp is legit and you push it over, that means our screen's going to pull up and the white wall is going to wash out. So when we pull it over and we see the image go dark on our side, but we see it basically kind of like a dull, kind of a black and white kind of image, your lamp is about to die. So do me a favor, go into your settings, all right, and go hit that button right there. Okay, this will show you right here is your projector information, what your lamp hours are on, and your lamp is about to go. And then it answers questions about where to get the lamp from. This is why all this information is important, because we can tell them where to get the lamp from and where not to get the lamp from. Okay, let me see. Actually, I got a couple on my account right now. I can show you some pretty crazy stuff that went on. There was a guy who actually changed the settings on his cell phone and darkened. You can see the whole room go dark and then lighten up and go dark again. I was like, wait a minute, what kind of screen you got that darkens the entire environment with it? I'll show you on my account. Yep. Seen just about everything. Let me see. I see ship back policy. Ship back policy is when we request the customer to ship the item back. Ship the item back. Okay, ship back policy is when we request the customer, not a customer, the customer. I literally said the customer to ship the team back. Now these people, like I said, very nice. Didn't know nothing at all. Just sent it back and sent them the video. Ship back policy is when we request the customer to ship the package, ship the team back. Let's see. So we can do a live unboxing video on the product. Unboxing video on the product. All right. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to do this on a wraparound. Where's that format for the wraparound? Word wrap. There we go. We'll be. What was supposed to go through? See view. This is yeah. There we go. So it starts from there. It doesn't go all the way over here, and you can't get back to it. All right, shipping. Let's see, ship back policy is when we request the customer to ship the team back, so we can do a live unboxing video on the product on YouTube. Live, YouTube live. All products are properly tested. Trying you again then. All products are properly tested. Gee whiz, like either I'm speaking too fast or too slow for this thing. All products are properly tested. All products are properly tested. Let me see. Properly tested. All products are properly tested in YouTube live demonstration. Let's see. Oh, we're down here. Keep down here. YouTube live demonstration. All products are properly tested and YouTube live demonstration. Actually, demonstrations do more than one. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Please note that the customer's information as an address or name is not mentioned in any of the videos. Please note that customer's information should be an address. It should be as an address, really? Seriously. And that should be a D, not the other way around. An address or name is not mentioned in any of the videos. Videos or on video. Should be time at any time, in any time. All right, put down. Put that right quickly. Please note that the customer's information and address or name is not mentioned in the ship back. Testing video. Products will be tested based on claim and more, which means we'll base it off your claim and more, which means we'll paint that screen in, make sure we cover all bases on everything, which means you'll be going through a black versus black demonstration, white level demonstration, low lumen demonstration, the whole 9 yards, everything. We even throw a certified up there, everything. Product is working perfectly fine. Okay, go. Let's see. Product will be tested and based on product will be tested based on claim and more. Let me see. More. Let's see. More. Let's see. Once testing is done, customer will be contacted back on the results. No, I don't like that. Once testing is completed, customer will be contacted back on the results. Sounds a little more professional. Once testing is completed, customer. Gee whiz. Do you write customer or do you write costume? Sheesh. This is the reason why I tell you gotta know how to spell. We all know how to spell, but you know what I'm talking about? Because even Google will jack you up at the end of the day. They will take it. Literally will write the dumbest thing down. So you have to rewrite Google sometimes. Customer will be contacted back on results. And we prefer to do the demonstrations live so that way there's no shenanigans going on. You know, people like to edit stuff and change things around. No, we do them live. You see everything that happens. And you have to know your product to do that one. Okay, if your product's not properly tested, so you go wrong. Let's see. Once tested and completed, customer will be contacted back on the results. Refusal of ship out. No, wrong one. Refusal of ship. What did I just name it? Gee, I just lost the name of it that quick. Gee whiz. Ship back request. Refusal of ship back request. Let's try her again so you can get the whole thing in there. Refusal of ship back request. Oh, you got to scream across my table. Microphone is like right there. There we go. Sorry about that. I screamed to get the microphone to understand. All right, let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Down here. Refusal of ship back requests. Let me see. Back requests. Okay. If customer refuses ship back request and continues to file complaint or violate our company's products, we're not going to PayPal after that. So you know that. We're not going to PayPal. We're done on that. I'm going to basically go right to small claims court and file. Because again, we give you the right. You know, if you basically want to take it to PayPal, it doesn't make a difference. Even if we win, we're still going to small claims court. It doesn't make a difference. Because again, who's going to sit there and fight a ship back? And as I said before, we would have more to lose because we're doing it live. So I don't know who would actually fight that. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing of with PayPal and whatever. We'll submit all the information to PayPal, get it all done and everything, but we already set up. We're going to go in and file for our small claims court. We got your information already, put you into the system. Let's go. Because we could do that right there in court. Bring the container with you. We'll have ours too, so that way we can show if they match. If anything has been tampered with the containers because it's already open. All right, let me see. And mind you, have a batch number sitting on top of that container too, which shows that the product was mixed in the container with other products, with other people who got the same thing also. So if one went bad, they all went bad. Let me see. Let me go with here. Let's see. If customer refuses ship back requests and continues to file a complaint or violate our company's products, and that would be slandered on YouTube. On social media. Let's put it social media, it's much easier. Social media on false accusations about our products without proof. We're giving you, when we give you the request, we're giving you the ability to be able to ship it back to back your claim. Now, your product's already batch numbered. It's already been tested. All right. We can literally sit there and say, we don't have to be dealing with this. We could just take it to court altogether because, again, we have a batch number backing us up 100%. We could do it that way. But we are allowing you to ship the item back to us. We ship it back to us so we can do the test. So let's see if your claim is legit or not. That's all. Simple and plain. I don't know why that would be such a hard thing at the end of the day. No, what some people want at the end of the day, they want you to just believe you at the end of the day. So this stuff is all tested. It works perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. But we want to believe exactly what you said out of your mouth. Again, we had to test this. Even when we go before a judge, everything has to come out in the open. All has to come out in the open. As we did our part, you did your part, the whole thing. And it's not going to be one-sided. And if we do it that way, they get mad and they get upset with us and they get angry with us and say, hey, you didn't try to, yeah, I try to work with you. Where in the world? Can you tell me there's not enough information on my website? Do we not have enough video demonstrations? Do we not do enough tests? We don't have enough projectors. We don't do enough certified screens. What do you need from us? And we do all this testing and nobody else does. No, you're not going to keep my product at the same time. You're going to return something. You're not going to walk off with both of them. So we go to court and we request it either to give me my stuff back, which I'm requesting my stuff back, or basically I'm giving me my money. You're not keeping both. And if you want to get sneaky, you want to go to your bank and you want to do a charge back on me, all right, it's going to cost you $12,000. I'm taking you to court. All right. And if you're going to go on social media and slam me at the end of the day and try to make me look bad, and we know the product works and try to make me look bad, then I'm definitely going to take it to court for slander. Let me see. Right here. So I have that right. I wish somebody would come in my face and tell me you don't have that right. Let me see. If a customer refuses to ship back, request, and continues to file a complaint, files complaint. Now can put down continue to file a complaint because they have a right to file the complaint. They have a right to file the complaint. That's not a problem. They can go file if they can. I don't care. Continues to violate. Okay, this would be a problem because they can file a complaint. Doesn't make a difference. Continues to violate our company's products on. Let me see. On social media or false accusations about our products without proof. And keep in mind, if PayPal, and we can show at the end of the day that the product is working perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with it, they also are going to get hit with something too also. We're not going to play around too, we're going to hit them too. We're still do this, we're just going to sue them. That's all. Business is business. End of the day, we go to court and we can show 100% that stuff was working, just like I said. Say the customer who was nice enough to send us the shit back, like I said, we just used an example, and didn't do anything wrong, they're fantastic. Just let's say somebody did that and PayPal overturned that and put it in their favor, and we knew that product worked 100%. Guess who's getting sued at the end of the day? PayPal's getting sued too. We'll file a lawsuit on them too. Gonna hit them too. Not for a lot of money, but for basically they're gonna pay for our damages or what we lost. They're gonna pay that money back. That's what we're gonna request from them. So if we lose $300 or $400 and PayPal's gonna give it right back to us. They're gonna have no choice but to pay it. Because forget about their whole back office nonsense. We're going to take you up to court in front of a judge. Now imagine, like I said, that product we got here, the one we just did on camera, we did all that testing on, it worked perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Imagine if PayPal overturned you and basically you knew your product worked and did that to you. What would you do at the end of the day? You'd take them to court. So they got to pay you that money back. And the person who basically went in there and did that, you could take a small claims court. You could sue up to 12 grand. So is it worth it at the end of the day? It's just better to just ship the item back. That's all you got to do. That resolves everything. We get the item over here, we test it. Say something went wrong, something happened after it came out of the vat, all right? Then we're at fault. Then we can go and we can fix the mess for you. We can help you out. But to do stuff like that, sneaky tactics, to do chargebacks behind my back and do something like that, knowing that PayPal doesn't have the jurisdiction to fight. They have a jurisdiction to fight a bank, but a bank has a little bit more power. Well, guess that has more power than a bank. A judge in a courtroom, that's what has more power than a bank. So by the time your case settles, which will take about 90 days, it takes 3 months for a chargeback to settle, we'll have you in court already sued already. And then when they find that you got sued, all that information, when you lose your claim, is going to go back to your bank. And they're going to find that you lost your claim in court. And that's going to get you in trouble because now they're going to put you on a question about was that product fraudulent or not. And you don't want to get in trouble with that institution at the end of the day. So it's best that you be honest. People will do a chargeback when they're trying to override PayPal and they're trying to keep both items at the same time. But again, like I said, a person takes you to court, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So it's best that you just be honest all the way around. Let me see. The customer, so. Okay, product on social media on false advertisement. Now, are we putting this in here because of the other customer? No. That's a perfect customer right there. Came in, cooperated 100%, had no problem with them. They're very nice and everything. No cursing us out, no nonsense. At the end of the day, requested the ship back, showed us a tracking number, sent it right over to us, picked it up, did the demonstration. Everything worked out fine, sent it over to them, contacted them. That's how you do business at the end of the day. Not somebody contacting you and cursing you out, calling you all these nasty names, and then turn around and you say, hey, ship the item back to me. Now they get quiet. They don't want to ship it back to you. And then they give you a whole bunch of excuses why they can't ship it back. What's the problem? We can reimburse you on your shipping. What's the problem? Ship it back to me. What's the problem? Oh no, we don't need to go down that road. It's not necessary. So what's the problem then? What's the problem? I want my stuff back now. Give it back. Send it back. I want to test it. Yeah, and we'll print out what you said about my product, everything that you said that you wrote to me, how it was non-described, you couldn't read, the screen couldn't pick up. We'll copy all that up and get it ready for court. This is the claim you made against my company. God forbid if you do a YouTube demonstration on my product making claims, then you're definitely going to get it even harder. We don't go to small claims anymore. We go to civil court because it's a bigger lawsuit involved because you went to social media and you slammed my product. And again, we requested the ship back so we can test it to see if it's working correctly. And you went out there and you slammed me anyway. So now we don't go to small claims in court. We go to civil court, and that's a $50,000 lawsuit. So it's like you go to McDonald's, you go order a hamburger from them, and you go back and say, hey, look, go on social media. I had this burger from McDonald's. I ate it and ended up getting cancer. Do you have any idea how much trouble you can get in for that? A lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And you keep doing this over and over and over again, and someone's going to reach out to you and say, hey, look, here's a cease and desist order. We need you to shut this down now. If you keep it up, we're just going to come out flat and sue you. You can't go out and do this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, it'll get you sued. Customer refuses to ship back something. I want to keep it in small claims court. I don't want to go outside small claims court because, again, that's 50 grand. That's a lot for a person to pay back. But unfortunately, any business will tell you, any business, I don't care who it is, I had to sue a customer or two. I had to. Mechanics have to do it. They have to sue a customer or two. Anybody in business has to take a customer to court. It's always something. People work at freaking nail salons, people that do hair, people that do contract work. You literally sometimes have to take a customer to court. You don't want to, but you have to. And sometimes customers have to go take somebody else that they did a job for them, have to take them to court also too. That's why I said I have no problem. If you want to take them to court, knock yourself out. I'll back it up just like I just did it in this video over here. See how that turns out for you. That's why we ask you to ship it back. We're not calling you a liar at the end of the day. We're trying to basically communicate with you. And if you feel this is what it is, because I can sit there and say, hey, I tested this. You're a liar at the end of the day. I know this stuff is tested. I could say that. But no, I don't. I said, send it back. We'll do a live stream, see everything's how it's working out. And then, we'll entertain it. We'll go through it. And then we'll troubleshoot it. And we'll send it back to you if it's working fine. That's it. That's all. Simple. Good communications at the end of the day. Let me see. Stuff I gotta go through in a day, I tell you. You're gonna go before a judge, and the judge is gonna ask you. He requested for the item to be shipped back. It's going to say it right in the email. Why didn't you ship the item back as he requested? What was the problem? He requested the ship back. Well, it's going to cost money. He sat there and said, reimburse you. What's the problem? What's the problem? Send it back. What's the problem? Did you do something to it? Did you tamper with it? Why would you not send it back? See what I mean? Set yourself up for something you can't get out of. Let me see. We had a church one time, went in and bought like $700 worth of paint from us, and they ordered the wrong paint. Used it too, and ordered the wrong paint. You know what we did? Went in and basically saw, okay, they made a mistake. That's basically about it. Not a problem. It's going to make them another batch. They ship it right back up to them. I make this stuff at the end of the day. It doesn't cost me much to ship out new stuff at the end of the day. It really doesn't. I got shipping breaks where it pretty much cost me nothing to ship where I need to go from A to B. I'd rather ship it back, help the customer out, work out something with them, and build a customer relation with them than saying, hey, it's your fault. You made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. You're stuck with it. Let me see. And some people can't do that. They can't do ship backs because, again, I told you, we did the add up. Did the add up on Jamie's stuff. He's the one who talks the most trash. That's why we bring him up a lot because he talks a lot of trash about us. But he literally can't do a ship back. It would cost him too much money to do a ship back. He can't do it. And on top of that, how's he going to do a batch number? You mean you're going to sit there as a customer You watch this guy paint a gray screen next to this thing and watch it match on camera, and you're gonna sit there and go, "Oh, wait a minute, that looks completely different." No, you're not. You're gonna sit there and go, "Oh, what the freak is this?" Then you're really gonna have an attitude at the end of the day. That's why that policy is set up that way, so you don't get anything back. And say if you happen to accidentally mistakenly find out that you just happen to have a gray wall in your house and you paint it on the gray wall and it matches the gray wall that you already have, and you contact them back and say, "Hey, look, you have to give me something else or give me my money back because my wall is literally doing the same thing as your screen." He's going to sit there and say, "Well, look, we got a policy there that says that if it lands on your property, it's yours. And if you opened it already, correct?" I'm like, "Yeah, I opened it. How else would I know?" "Well, then it's yours. I can't, it says it right there in our policy. I can't give you an exchange." There you go. You ain't shipping anything back, and he's not going to request a ship back. And the other one, well, he has not a subscribed all over his site. You can't back anything up on the site. Because when you're doing gain on the screen, if I have 2 gain option on my screen, I'm definitely going to ask, how do I get the highest option? Who cares about the lower option? Who has the lower option on the gain? How do I get the higher option on the gain? So you said if I paint this screen, what kind of technique am I using to get this higher gain? It's a simple question. That's all. He doesn't know how to get it. And then once you figure it out, because what people are going to do is they'll post it on a forum site to try to get an understanding if this is real or not, or they just got bamboozled. And people are going to come and say, first things first, the gain is incorrect because it's non-existing. Then you know you got bamboozled. And then he's got a have not described. So anytime, if he's able to sell this stuff, every single time he's going to get a have not described, especially if the person paints the screen, and I told you, and it gets that beady look to it. And then the previous wall is pushing through the screen as the primer did. And then they contact him and say, "Hey, the wall is showing through the paint. It's not working." And he's going to say, "Oh, you didn't paint the screen. You just covered the surface." No, that's going to cause somebody to flip. I'm like, "Nope, no, I'm not doing it." Because what's going to do is it's going to basically, and I'm not trying to be mean, it's true. It's true. It's going to basically tear their confidence up. They don't want to go any farther because they feel they're going to do damage to the screen or to the wall, so they don't want to push it, and they're not going to go any farther, and they're just going to quit right there. That's what's going to happen, and they're going to get on paper and they're going to file a complaint against you, take a picture of the wall, and send it back to them. That's literally what's going to happen. Let me see. He better just get rid of all that, test something that actually works, and then get it on camera. Let's see, proof on social media, false accusations about our products will result with the proof, without proof. Will result to legal action. That's why any establishment, any place I go, I document everything in the building. Everything. Because say if I'm on here and I say, "Hey, yeah, I lived at this apartment and I had a freaking fruit bat in the freaking living room." That's a massive accusation that you saw a big bat flying around in your apartment. You know, people are tending not to move in the place when you got bats in there flying around. You got to show proof that this animal was actually in your building. And this can get you some trouble. Or if you say, "Hey, the pipes are basically leaking, or basically is a weird odor coming from," you got to back everything up. Anything up, you got to back it up. There's black water pushing up out of the toilets and all that stuff. All that's going to be backed up. That's why I document. In any place I'm at, I document everything before I leave out of there. Because again, you have to be to cover yourself. Let me see. Because you get in the courtroom, they'll bring tons of documents with them. There'll be tons of documents staring you in the face. You better be to back up everything you said out of your mouth. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if you can't. So what I did was I basically documented everything that went on in that place. Shot videos, took pictures. Even when they took me to court, I went back to the courthouse when they didn't show up. And I got my court documents showing that they didn't show up for court. So I have all that on file. So they're going to say, "Hey, we didn't, the judge was in their favor," and say the judge basically was doing a special favor for them. And they said, "No, I got all those documents, everything." So I can say, look, they never showed up twice. Here you go. Here's my documents here. And this is the condition that the building was when I was living it, which made it unlivable. On top of that, the fact that there's fire extinguishers were there since 1998. Fire extinguishers have to be updated every 12 years. The inspection tags were missing because that tells when they were last time they were updated. That's a serious violation. You have those lights that they use that when they have a lot of smoke in the hallway and the power goes out and these lights automatically come on. 3 of them suckers were damaged. They were in the basement area and they were damaged. The lights were pushed down. Have a fire in that place? Good luck getting out of that freaking maze. Every other door is locked. Safety doors were all locked. The back area where they disposed trash was overflowing of the trash can was a rodent problem. So there's a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, I sent them all that information over, a nice long detailed letter. And so that's the end of it. Bye. And contact me since. Yeah, electrical boxes outside the building that were exposed, which is extremely dangerous because kids do crazy stuff like poke things in boxes or stick their fingers in there and get electrocuted. A lot of stuff they had in that building weren't right. That's why you document everything, and then you record everything. And if you got a nice landlord at the end of the day, so he's a nice person at the end of the day, you still record everything, document everything. And then when you're leaving out, make sure you document. You should know that from the door. Make sure you document everything when you leave out, every little thing, because they will go in and break stuff and blame you for it. Now, I was lucky in all the houses I lived in, I ain't have that issue or problem, but I still documented everything. Anything I paid for, kept the receipts on every little thing. Let me see. Risk of shipping request. If customer refuses to ship back request, continue to violate product on social media or false accusations or products. Proof of, okay, that's perfect right there. Okay. Result. Okay, without proof. What results? It's not what results. Will. Without proof. Will. Like I said, customers that we have, and we got more. And again, gentlemen, I have more customers than you guys at the end of the day. I do. I have way more customers. And my customers, when they basically go in and buy our products, they paint it to the surface, they do the demonstrations, they take it outside, they do all kinds of crazy stuff with it, which we expect them to do anyway. And that's why we have the demonstrations on our accounts. I'm going to have a whole lot more than that because I'm going to be on site. And I'm going to have this stuff painted just about everywhere and anywhere. Let me see, ship back policy, so and so and so. So the fact that we have a ship back policy is a good thing, an extremely good thing, because again, we wouldn't call the customer a liar. We're not going to say that, even though the product is back, but we give you a chance to basically prove your claim, even after we can show the product was tested, giving you the ability to ship it back to us and to test it live. Why do we do it live? Because it's the best way to do it. Everything's out in the open. Nothing can be hidden, nothing. Everybody's seeing it. There's no way we can do a pre-recording going, I'm going to take this out, take that out, I'm going to see that. No, it's live. You see everything. So that's why we do it that way. It builds a trust between our customers and us. Anybody else doing that? Anybody else got a ship back policy? Nope, you don't have one, do you? You know why you can't test that product live on the ship back? Because you didn't test it to begin with. That's why you can't do the test. Why you don't have a batch number? Because you never tested your product. How are you going to give a batch number if you never tested your product? What would you test it on if you never tested it? Like that paint, he paints down. There's a whole lot of stuff going through my mind about that paint, because when I saw that primer push through, I was like, gee whiz, that stuff couldn't adapt to the primer. Now I'm thinking like, gee, what happens if I paint that on a wall that's a different color? Like if it's a blue or green or yellow, whatever wall may be. How much of that stuff is going to put, my wall is going to push through that surface? And with it being so thin, if I'm painting it, and I've had this happen with any kind of paint, when you're painting the edge of your roller, that stuff will splatter off your roller and hit the opposite side of the wall. So that'll happen. And if that stuff is thin, does it have a splatter reaction? Especially if you're going to be using this stuff on a ceiling. If you want to coat your ceiling and whatever you're going to do with it, like you're going to do with us, you're going to have a splatter effect. There's a whole lot of things that it just needs to be done with that. And on top of that, the fact that it didn't come out the same color, that's also pretty scary, because again, if I'm gonna paint the screen down, I want it to be exactly what I painted down. It's like me going out and buying blue paint and I paint it to a wall, it comes up green. I'm like, what the freak? Like, this isn't what, there you go. I don't want to go through that. The time it takes to paint the surface, that's just what it is. But other than that, that right there, that result that I saw one shake it up and I saw the other one keep stirring and stirring and stirring. There's literally instructions on how to stir the paint. That tells you right there something ain't mixing well. You shouldn't have to stir it. You should stir it one time and shake it. Let's have been sitting downstairs for at least about like a month or so. Yeah, you don't go down and stir it up. Other than that, no. You don't need to. Let me get this policy right here. You don't need to go through all that. It should be shaken, done. That's it. You don't have to shake it that hard. He shook it that hard because he knew there was problems with that stuff mixing. It's water in there. It's water and some kind of powder. That's what's causing the separation. But I'm telling you from the door, if you got to have somebody go in and lie on camera and then recut the video and come back in and remove the two major areas where the screen failed and lie again, how is this going to basically affect me at the end of the day? This is going to affect your customers, not me. I don't buy your stuff. Well, I did try to buy the stuff. You didn't want to sell it to us. But anyway, it's going to affect them. So if you feel that and you get on camera and we watch that screen turn gray, that screen didn't turn black, it turned gray. So the way you guys are doing your demonstration is almost like you're doing them toward me. When I do my demonstration, there's nothing to do with you at all, period. If you look at my demonstrations that I show, you're not in that category. You don't do stuff on our level. So it's not towards you at all, period. It's toward the certified, physical screens we have to go against. That's what it's about. But it's kind of like when y'all do your demonstrations to kind of like get my approval. Like I'm kind of like a big daddy or something. Yeah, that's what it feels like at the end of the day. People say, yeah, what? They must consider you to be a good screen. If they're constantly trying to get your approval, they're always trying to get my approval. So they do these demonstrations like, look, it does this and so and so and so. And they call my paint the legendary. They call my paint the ball. You call myself. At the end of the day, we don't give our paint that name. Well, we give a paint called legendary. It was pretty good. We might bring that one back. But anyway, but that's what y'all do. And the thing about it is, y'all are so concerned on basically getting my approval or trying to take down my product. God, my product is that good at the end of the day that to take down one of my screens is considered to be a trophy. That means my stuff has to be good. Think about that. If my stuff is so good, to take down one of my screens is considered to be a trophy. Look how hard they're trying. They're every day they're trying so hard. If you look at their YouTube channel, it's nothing but us on there. That's it. My YouTube channel has a few things about you guys being idiots at the end of the day, and the rest of it's just testing, new technology, update on website, testing. That's pretty much what we have on our site. And a few things about the fish, but that's basically about it. But other than that, you guys are just bone all just me. So it must be that I must be the top dog because you guys, for some reason, just don't forget about your customers. You're just focused on me. And that's the sad thing about it right there. And I'll tell you why. Because if you want on that camera to lie and say that that product was producing black, and we all know, we all saw what we saw, and you're going to turn around and say that the other screen had an advantage point, well, that kind of doesn't help when your screen's supposed to be black. So they both would have had the advantage point. Now, if you had a gray screen up there and a white screen, you would have the advantage point over the gray and white screen. You see what I mean? So the fact that you were so bent on trying to prove it to me, you didn't realize that you were supposed to try to prove it to your customers. That's what you should have been trying to do. Forget me out of the picture. You should have been trying to prove it to your customer, because now what you have on your website right now is a whole entire have not received and not as described. That's what you have on your site. Because any customer who paints that down and it doesn't come out the color it's supposed to come up, you gotta not as described. You're gonna get hit with that. And again, if that screen bleeds through a wall, and you're gonna have a problem there, and you're gonna have another problem, another not as described, and then that whole range gain nonsense, that's gonna be not as described, and the fact that the gains that you chose don't even exist, that's another have is not described. See what I mean? You're such in a rush to make this product and to try to prove to me at the end of the day that you could take down my product that you really didn't think about testing yourself and make sure it actually works. So when you did try to sell it, that you wouldn't get hit with a bunch of complaints. That's why you canceled your orders when we came to buy, because we'll test your stuff. That's why. And that's why you don't buy my stuff at the end of the day. Because, again, if you did, and you basically failed, and we could back our products up in court on a statement that you made, you run the risk of getting sued. So that's why you don't buy from me. We buy from y'all. All right, what do we got from here? Did we copy the whole piece off? I think we did copy the whole thing. Yeah, we did got the whole thing right there. That's why. Your stuff's not backed. Right now. Go to the forum site. I'll give you a couple of forum sites. Go to Projector Central. I'll see you there. And talk about that paint there. I won't even say a word. I'll just sit there and just watch the masses tear you apart. You go ahead, tell me you got a paint called Range Gain. That basically that if you paint the same paint in a different direction, it changes the game. Go ahead, go over there and have that conversation. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. And then Crow, you can go over there too. Go over there and take your paint and show the demonstration of your product right next to some house paint and tell them there's two different colors. It's a two different paints. They're completely different. It's a difference between night and day. Go ahead and see what happens over there. See what happens. I'll be back to eating popcorn, just watching the freaking whole circus ride go down. Watch it just explode to a mushroom cloud, to disappear into a skull bones. That's what's going to happen to you guys over there. Because you're going to hear from the first person say, "Are you drunk? Where did you come up with this topic? What? Seriously? Just make a topic. Go in there and just make a whole topic on that. See, we can bring everybody in. And keep in mind, you're not going to get any emojis or no happy. There's professionals over there. They're just going to laugh at you a lot. That's pretty much it. And they're going to go do the research. They go right now off the site and they go do the research. They go to your page and all that stuff like that. That's what's going to happen. Range Gain. Good gracious. We're just making it up. So next is going to be teleported. Teleported Range Gain. That's going to be the next one. Transit Range Gain. That's a good one. Let me see what we got here. So I must be the big dog because, you know, you don't see me at the end of the day. I'll put your stuff up here for testing, but we know we can go right through your stuff easily. And if you thought your stuff, you thought I couldn't go through your stuff that good, you know, I couldn't take your stuff on, then I would have had a purchase by now. So I have a bunch of cancellations and a state moving. State missing. All right, so where do we have this at? Gee, this policy thing is huge. Let me see. Keep going. Well, no. That'd be specifications. This is in a whole nother section. This would be in the please read section. This is the shipping policy right here. All right, yeah, we got the overseas in there, so that's good. That's already in there. Okay, cool. We have the okay. Gee whiz. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put it right there. Hopefully we got enough room because we already maxed out the shopping cart already. We're already 8,000 already. We should have it in here. So let me see if we maxed out at 8,000. We couldn't max at 8,000. This is a whole different section on this side. So let's see, please no. Copyrighted. Oh, action. Let me see. Action. That's not what I had. Should have copied. This is what I should have had in there. Copy that one. Should have never copied that one. Should have came with this one. Here we go. Bam. All right. If customer refuses, right here. And after they have ship back policy right there. I want this in red. I want it in bold. I want it in red. Oh, we don't get it in red. Okay, then we have it in bold. Information. This is the second. This is ship back policy request. That's done right there. So yeah, basically, it gives the customer the back his claim up. We give them the opportunity. And the best way to do that is to basically take your product and put it from a live stream for everybody to see it. I think more people should do that. I think more people should add that policy. Okay, let me see. There we go. Ship back policy. I'm going to be able to duplicate. This should no, it's not going to duplicate in every last one. You're literally going to have to stick this thing in every last one. Where's my copy for this? There it is. My copy for that. That's in there. Good. That's perfect. That's already into, what's this? 1 gallon? 1 gallon. So it's already in this one. Good. Can't put anything else in our regular, in our specification sheet. We maxed out the specification sheet and it's done. We got 8,000 already in. That's why we have the showcase, because then we can put tons of information there too, because we run out of space. Let me see, 198. Boy, they're terrified. The closer and closer I get to my launch date, they get more and more nervous. Gentlemen, look, how can I say this to you? You haven't sent my black paint yet. I requested it. I didn't get any tracking numbers, nothing at all whatsoever. So we know from the door. I don't feel like embarrassing you anymore. Do you understand me? What do you want me to do? You want me to put you against this technology right here? I can wipe your entire product line. This stuff basically pulls a white level high enough to blend to a gray screen's white level at 1,000 lumens. It picks up at 50 lumens next to white paper. Do you really want to go against this at the end of the day? Or you want me to get more cancellations? Do you want me to embarrass you that way? Just stay in your corner and mind your business. If not, I'm going to come knocking at your door. I'm going to buy your product and you're going to give me cancellations. Do you want that kind of embarrassment on YouTube? So just stay in your corner and mind your business, because I'll send this over to your marketplace. I'll buy your stuff and I'll watch you give me cancellation after cancellation after cancellation. I will truly embarrass you. And I mean embarrass you badly. I'll get 10 cancellations per each item on your entire shopping cart. Would you want that kind of embarrassment? I already have like 19 on one. Wait, we have way more on Jamie. We got about 20 or 30 on Jamie. We got cancellations before that mess. We got about now 8 on Danny. Danny pulled an entire state. We got videos of you pulling your marketplaces, canceling your eBay accounts. Do I need to embarrass you anymore? So just stay in your corner, mind your business. If you want the product, you go buy it, show official receipt. Other than that, remind you, in an open case, you do something stupid, it goes right down into that office. Now, you can be men or you be kids, okay? Be men at the end of the day. Buy the product, do your demonstration. If you basically do something that's not right and we can tell from the door, we'll have it do a ship back. You'll send it right back to me. We'll do it here live. Simple and plain. All right then. You keep acting up, I'll come down and buy your stuff and I'll really embarrass you. I'll get a stack on you like a phone book I can spin through of all your cancel receipts. It'll be embarrassing. So again, don't do that to yourself. Gee whiz Louise, what do you got to do at the end of the day? People never learn. And buy yourself cancellation. Buy yourself cancellation. This guy canceled so much, he cried on every single receipt. He cried on every receipt. And you know you're posted in all the forum sites you're at. Or like in 30 forum sites you're in there. Of your receipts of you crying. Even the email where you talked all that trash, which you have a bad habit of doing, talking a lot of trash and not being to back it up. And you ended up in that situation with a bunch of canceled receipts of you crying on every single one of them. Gee whiz Louise. I mean, you hate the back. Like I said, I try not to entertain this nonsense, but I hate it when, you know, people like that. When you get people talk trash behind your back, you know, the first thing you want to do is you want to confront them. Everybody's like that. Can't say it's just me. Everybody's like that. Let somebody come in the door and say, yo, so-and-so was saying so-and-so behind your back, blah, blah, blah. See what happens. See how fast you won't be getting on your sneakers, grabbing your car keys, driving out to wherever this person's at to confront him about this nonsense, because you're not going to allow him to continue to run his mouth about you. There you go. I love how people sit there and go, oh, yeah, but no, you would do the same thing yourself. So that's how I confront with them. I just go to their place, buy their stuff, and watch them put my money back in my account. That's just embarrassing on too many levels. It's not even funny. The other one didn't learn anything already. The fake move nonsense. That nonsense, I'll never forget. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen, I've been in this business for a long time. I've never seen anybody do that one before. Fake vacations, maybe. Not a fake move. Gee whiz. The shenanigans. You know, if you guys spent more time, stop doing dumb stuff at the end of the day, maybe you would have a decent product. Maybe on this, I think we're on the whatchamacallit over here. You would have a decent product. Fake move. Oh my goodness. And I got that video saved too. Like you can literally see right through the video where the holes are at. Can't get rid of that. That's right there on my account. Sheesh. Let me see. We got please read policy. Let me see what we have here. Snail mail. We copied our exact specification. I'm the one that says God is amazing. So it's just signature everywhere. It's signature on all my pages. Everything is just my signature. He copied my freaking specification sheet. That's how sad he is, and try to use it for his own. Because he couldn't write his own. And you want me to write you? Give me access to your website. I'll do your page for you. I'll hook it up. And you can go in and change your password. Unlike you, I don't do dirty stuff at the end of the day. Now, see, if Jamie was a nice person, and we got to know him as a nice person, you needed some help like that, yeah, you just send me over your password. I'll hook your whole website. You see, I'll do mine. I'll hook yours up real nice. Even give you a couple of tricks, because I've been around longer than you have on how to upgrade your product. But nope, you decided to be a bonehead. That's what you decided to do. Now, when I'm on site on all these locations with this new technology, and again, going against these high profile screens at the end of the day, I could have basically gave you a hand. I could have lifted you up, but nope, you're going to stay right there at the bottom. Could have had an opportunity. Been here longer. I got more connections you do at the end of the day. And especially when I'm in there dealing with them, you can't go in there and fight them physical screens. I go and fight them physical screens. When I go in and fight them physical screens, I pave a way for every screen paint on the face of the planet when I go in and fight them physical screens. You go in there, they would trash you in a hot second. So I can easily go in there and go, they said, well, how many of you are like this? And I was like, well, it's just me. Because there isn't anybody else. And I told people, you up your game and work on your products and increase, you'll be able to take out one of those screens easy. It'd be nice for me to go in there and say, oh, yeah, I got a bunch of people just like me at the end of the day. They do the same thing I do at the end of the day. Yeah, you got to take on all of us. I can't say that. Yep. I don't go in there and say, oh, well, all the other products suck and my product's the best one, No, I don't say that. I go in there and I represent Screen Paint when I walk in there. I don't represent you guys at the end of the day. I do put y'all guys on blast when I'm in there, because you guys at the end of the day, y'all products don't work at all. They don't work. Y'all have cut so many corners, got caught doing so much dirty stuff. Look, when you get caught taking images off Google, come on. I can't give you credit for that. That's unbelievable. You're taking images off of Google and you're sticking them on your page. That's like going to eBay and taking images off of Google of items that you don't even own and selling them. That's what you did. That's not somebody I would want to tag my name to. And then you imagine house paint and all that stuff. Now I can't put your name in it like that. I do talk about the guy Pro HD. I do. I like his product at the end of the day. His product's pretty nice, but he's not going to be able to go against those certifieds at the end of the day. Yeah, I would love to be able to go in there and say, yeah, there's a whole bunch just like me. That'd be real nice. That's what I'm hoping. All the other screen paints upgrade, make better paints at the end of the day, test yourself against certified, get better and better and better. And then next you know, you're going to have a whole bunch of those paints out there be able to take on certified at the end of the day. And nope. No. Everybody wants to stay in the easy lane. I don't know. Maybe somebody listening to this video, they might decide to do something. I used to get that all the time. I remember I used to get people contact me and they snap at me and say, I want to make a screen paint better than yours. This is mine. This was about 4 years ago. And it was part of his party. I'm going to make a screen paint better than yours. And I'm going to compete with you and so and so and so. I'm still here. Where are you? I'm here. Where are you? Because the problem is, at the end of the day, you don't understand all the hard work and dedication that goes into it. It's not easy, is it? It's a lot of hard work. But you gave up already. If you're using me as an example, you're not going to get there any faster. You have to do it for your own self. Don't even do it for me. You do it for your own self. Don't do it for me. If you do it for me, then you're not going to be achieve the level that I'm on right now. It's going to take years to get there. You have to do it for yourself. Go out there and get them certified screens. Make sure you do things by the book, because you do not want them jokers coming after you and suing you for just about everything they possibly will think of. And make sure you can back your stuff up. Ship back policy. Okay, that's right there. They will come for you. I'll tell you that much. They will come for you. Oh, Wait. That's not in the description. It's right there. So what are you talking about? We didn't put in twice. Did we max out? No, don't tell me we maxed out. We can't be 8,000 on this. Really? Wait a minute, hold on. See right here? This is my other policy on my page. So it just says Jamie right here. Ugh. It says, oh, let me blow this up. I'm not doing that. I got the keyboards to blow this thing up. Let me see for a minute. This is what I have on my site. Now, you see right there what it says, right there. This is actually on my site. It says right there, it says returns are only eligible for equal exchange if proven to be wrong color, wrong size. It's right there on my page. We got an exchange. We got an exchange policy right there on my page. Been there since day one. Right there on my page. So that means that we've had an exchange policy from day one. And you don't have one because yours is designed to rip off your customers. Land on the property is yours. I wish you ain't getting away with that nonsense at the end of the day. You come up with that crap. The lands on your property is yours. We got a policy right there. Fake and knockoff projectors right there. There's a policy. There's a list of our projectors we don't support right there. It's right there. That's why the whatchamacallit is so huge. The policy that we have here is massive. That's why people come in here and they go click, go through. No, read that stuff, man. Especially if you got one of them knockoff projectors. Please do read this. So why we write all this stuff in here? You got like 2 paragraphs on this stuff. We got all this stuff in here. Let's see, buyer's remorse. There's a buyer's remorse early cancellation policy on here. You have to read through. Which they should have on their page, but they don't. But they should. Now, say you go out and you spend all this money to do this big order. And at the last minute, you spent all your resources to do this order for this guy, they cancel. No, can't do that, sir. It's called cancellation buyer's remorse policy. Have to have them in there. But while you have all this in here, you also have to make sure that your product is tested. Yeah, it has to be tested. No point in having all this in here. It has to be tested. I'm gonna literally add this projector in here and literally try to do it. Let me see something for a minute. I'm gonna take this out real quick. I'm gonna put it back in, but I'm curious myself for a minute. There is no. We could have maxed 8,000 on the whatchamacallit on the couldn't match. We couldn't have done that on the oh, we did. What the freak? Our policy that big in there? Jeez, Louise. So basically, if you max out, it won't allow you to save. Hold on for a minute. We're gonna get this in there. Okay, we need that in there. Definitely, it's a knockoff projector. Definitely got in there. Yeah, I learned that the hard way with the knockoff projectors because I didn't know. Like, I really didn't know that our products wouldn't work on knockoffs. Okay, it did go in right here, went right there. Okay, perfect. The policy went there. Okay, I didn't know. We didn't support them. Like, I thought, they would work. And, customer sent me in pictures and it was really, really dark. And I was like, oh, shoot, what the heck is that? And then I saw it was a knockoff unnamed brand model. And we gave him back his money because, heck, at the end of the day, I didn't know. And he thought, so, it's not his fault. So we gave him back his money. It's just money lost. So that's when I made the policy that we don't support them. So, it wasn't his fault because I learned the hard way. All right, we have right here. Okay, that's a specification sheet right there. And that was the shipping policy right there. Okay, right there. Make sure all that's in there. Okay, good. It's all in there. Yeah, I put it in there, and that's why. All right, this is 24 ounces. Let me see. This is 32. 2. Yeah, but anytime I get any kind of like I can have, I don't get this every day. I don't have this problem every day, but I don't even have like out of a month. We might get maybe 2, maybe 1. That's basically about it. But like I said, that's why we have the ship back. We have to send it back so we do the test. Everybody's, we try to work it out with them, even though we showed there's nothing wrong with the problem. We still send them up something nice anyway. But anyway, and we get something like that, and then they all want to come and blow. Oh my God, this whole entire. So let me get this straight. The tons and tons of videos and tests and everything that I do every single day. When you're too lazy to spell the word delivery correctly, and all this work that I do, I get a couple here and there, and I'm considered to be the massive scammer of all time. Yeah, that's what haters do. Haters will take the smallest thing that comes up and just blow it out of proportion. Because they don't got nothing at all, end of the day. Let me see. Please note customization. Let me see. Terrified. What we do. They were sending messages over to the smoke lounge. You know that? Yeah, they were sending messages over there. Any place that I went at that we were doing business, they were sending messages over there trying to get us kicked out. Oh, I forgot me too. I got to go get that email from them too. Yeah, I can charge you for that. Oh, by the way, Jamie, you got fraud charges filed against you today. I forgot to add that in there. Remember when I told the thing with the making our products and putting in that stuff and everything, I told you I was going to file those fraud charges on you because we're going to be suing you in court for $12 million. Yeah, I just filed them criminal charges on you today. Because, yeah. That's stuff you do, man. Trying to say that was my bubbly paint that popped out of that container, and then we got that container from the customer over there. It looks nothing like what you had on your YouTube video. I took all the pictures and everything over, everything I had on my phone, the recording, and I just filed some more charges on you. Gee whiz Louise. Something wrong with him at the end of the day. Let me see. Policy. That's exchange policy there. I want to put this here, right there. There we go. So why does it say, okay, we get it here. It says, the wrong fee here. It says, okay, let me go through. So let me see. Try it again. Because I did it the first time. I just want to do it again. Okay, let's see. Okay, one of the things here to work. Nope, that's not it. No, that's the ship back policy. How far does that go back behind it? That's the please read. We don't need it there. It's way too far in. That is refusal right there. All right. But at least I'll let you guys know what we're putting in our policies. I always let you know what I'm putting in my policies. Anytime I write a matter of fact, I did all my policies online so everybody can see it. We didn't hide anything from anybody. There's no hidden fine print, none of that in there. Everything's in big, bold writing for you to see everything. I did all my policies online so everybody can go, you can see what's in there. Everything we have in here is to protect you and protect us at the same time. Like the other one, again, I don't get that one at all, period. Here we go. If you look at this, Jamie, my ship back policy is bigger than your specification sheet. Nothing in there, nothing at all. And the other one doesn't have anything in there either. It has nothing in there. Just there's so much stuff in this tonight. It's not even funny. As a matter of fact, can we that's a 240 from there. Let me see. Category, class name, all that's in there. All right, this is the 32 ounce. Go through. We got a 24 to go through, and then I got to go to the other site, and I got to do it again. Yeah, we're gonna go through time. And yeah, I'm glad I'm on the monitor because I would have a headache right now. Unbelievably have a headache. Oh yeah, and we're on the screen with our 50 lumen projector doing work. Yeah, that's what I was trying to, give people to understand that if it's unwatchable, there's virtually no problem to sit here in this fully lit environment on a 50 lumen projector doing work on my computer work on a glass screen coated with black technology. I wouldn't be able to do it. All right. And the majority of my site is black. 24, Do we have the 24, 24, 24? This is a Black Widow right there. Did we put it in this? Let me see. Oh, shoot, I got to check for my sample. She's going to be coming in soon. I wonder if it came here today. I wonder if I got it today. It don't take long to get here. I'm really giddy as a schoolgirl. I can't wait to test this thing out. It's supposed to be really, really good. Let me see what we have here. It's a snail mail policy. Bum, 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 bum. Audit, bum, bum, bum. It's in there. Ship back policy. Yes, and that one too. Yeah, okay. So what are we missing? It's not in that one. All right. Did we check the gallons? The gallons already got the first one I hit. I hit the 24. We hit the 32. Did I get the 32? And we're going to add our pictures in pretty soon. I shot some really videos. So you'll see some videos pop up. They're just short videos. They're for the clips we want to put in there. So you can actually watch a video of the item. Let me see. You know what's sad? What's really sad is when I go over to these forum sites, I'm fighting screen paints. Literally. When I'm in there talking with these certified screens at the end of the day, and I'm in there backing up screen paints at the end of the day saying, yeah, screen paints have the ability to do this. We could do that. We do the same thing. We do better at the end of the day. Then I got to remember in the back of my head that I'm actually fighting two screen paints. The rest of them not even having a battle with it all, period. I'm just trying to help them out, basically advance their stuff to a little darker, so that way they can basically keep up and get around that whole tone situation that the Home Depot, Lowe's, and other paints that can match them. Try to help them so they can increase their products at the end of the day. But I'm literally fighting screen paints, literally. Representing screen paint and fighting screen paint at the same time, because I'm dealing with two idiots at the end of the day that don't understand the meaning of the whole entire thing about what's it all about. Because they weren't here long enough. It's like trying to watch a noob come in on the workplace and try to tell you, someone that's been there for 16 years, how to run the building. All right, let me see. I'm over there. Screen size. We don't have it here. That's where it's not in here. I know it's in here. I'm missing somewhere. Okay, we got the free worldwide shipping. Yeah, no, it's not in there. Okay, let's put it in there. Let me see. Paint on applications, drying time information, cleanup, proper storage for product, screen size, surface application, excuse me, outside home theater information. Let's see, screen paint, projector support off, and summary. So you need to be in here somewhere. Let me see. Let's put you right here. No, you're in the wrong section with that one. That is not going to go well. All right, make sure you're not hitting this policy. You have to be separate from this one. All right, you're separate from that one. All right, now let me see. You got the save there. Ah, mother freaking Georgia Ghost. Put it in the wrong section. It's not supposed to be there. That's why in the last one I couldn't click. I was like, how come I can't click there? Because we're over the 8,000 mark. Let me see. Proof of, okay. That can't be there. I'm in the wrong section. Definitely in the wrong section. This does not belong there. That doesn't belong there. That belongs in the shipping. That's why I want to have this off on that one. All right. We are, I should be in the shipping section, so we're not in this section. We should be here. I was wondering why I wasn't finding it. All right. So this is what you want to make the site look more professional. You don't want your shipping information on the same size as your specification sheet because it gets confusing. So when you scroll down, you have a section which is called these separate sections. You know, if you're selling clothing, it'll have a section that'll pop up like, you know, what size they are, what color the shirts are, and you can put your separate colors down at the bottom, and then you can basically put all your policies right here. So this is where your policy section is going to be at. It'll be for shipping, and everything else will be right in this little section. Let's see. And it'll be along the side of your specification. It makes it look more neat. Shipping policy. Let me see. Oh, we do have it in here. It's right there. So we did do it already. All right, it's in there, Sam. It's right there. Okay, it's in there. So we got all of them. All right, cool. All right, we'll save here. So we did get it already. All three of them have it in there. All right, that's good. Let's go save and publish this right here. So this is good to go. Anything else did you forget? It's in there. All right, that's good. All right, let's come out of this and let's see, and let's go over to it, go to our shipping page now, put it in again over there. So we'll go back to our shipping page, marketplace, marketplace, marketplace. I tell you something. I say it a lot, I know. Somebody one time, a long time ago, brought it up that maybe we should all work together. It'll never happen in a million years, and I'll tell you why. They don't like to do testing. Oh, yeah, they hate my guts at the end of the day. I wouldn't let nothing slide, not a thing at all, period. They'd hate me. They would. Majority of most people that do work for me end up hating me. I don't let nothing slide. It has to be done by the book. There's no cutting any corners. They would hate my guts at the end of the day. And good. That means they're learning at the end of the day. But I wouldn't let that stuff slide. Man, if we work together, and you bought that ultra short throw pajamas, what the freak are you doing with that? No, we don't use those in here. No, we don't use ultra. Why? We don't need that. Go get one of them 720p models over there. Put it on that at the end of the day. A 4K projector. You would need all that stuff. Your environment's way too dark. That'd be another discussion right there. Why is the environment so dark? Can you brighten it up in here? Pull those blinds up. Put some extra lights up in here. Heck, you can buy freaking extra condensed lighting. It doesn't have to be installed in the ceiling. It comes on the track. You plug it into the wall. Just hook it up in the ceiling. It's light this whole section up. Oh, they would hate me. They definitely would hate me. We're doing tests from sun up to sundown, putting in 10, putting in 8, 9 hours. Yeah, you'd be out there building screens with me, the whole 9 yards, everything. I don't care if you're tired at the end of the day. We got work to do at the end of the day. What you mean? No. You got to be in. We got work to do. Doing videos at 6 o'clock in the morning, dropping off at 10 o'clock. You're going to be working. That's what you're going to be doing. Your product don't come out correctly, I'm not sticking my name on that. No, hey, it's not going to happen. Now you're going to do that again and again and again and again and again and again. What you complain about? Seriously? Really? Do it again. Yeah, I'm like that when it comes to work. There's no way in the world he could work under me. We wouldn't even be to work together because I would drive them freaking crazy. I would drive them crazy. The first time I see Jamie do one of them stupid shenanigan nonsense, oh, we're going to have a problem at the end of the day because you're not getting me sued at the end of the day because you got a problem with somebody and you want to do dumb stuff at the end of the day. I ain't got no part of this. See, that's the reason why you can't obtain contracts. Because you do something stupid like that, yeah, you're going to get the whole crew sued. They're going to sue them. They're going to do that. Yeah, no. And our contract would have to be different. Like if you basically violated this, A, B, and C, I got nothing to do with this. They can't touch my hand for the company. Because you do dumb tactics. And then the sneaky stuff that you do, the lying that you do, that's another big problem right there. I can't deal with that. No. And the other one, you're literally going to have to speak the truth on everything you say, and you'll have to have a test for everything that you back up, because I'll be right on top of you to get it done. Oh, what the freak is range again? Are you kidding me? You're not coming off with that nonsense. What is it? What's it supposed to be? You got to explain it to me. I got to see this actually happen. We got to bring some equipment in to test it to see this actually work. I'm not going into a form site. You're not embarrassing me at the end of the day. That's the problem we will have, literally. That's the problem we will have. And the first thing they were like, God, I hate that guy so freaking much, man. He don't want to cut corners. He don't want to do this. He don't want to do that. He just want to work. That'll be me. I'll work you like a dog. And you're going to be under my product at the end of the day. You're going to have to earn that money. That's the reason why. Them cutting corners and stuff, that would trigger the daylights out of me. No, why is it dark? What the freak are the lights behind the back of the screen for? It doesn't do anything. Can we remove those, please? Can you get those high power lights we have over there? Stick them up underneath the screen, all the way around the screen. Now take that projector, drop it back around 18 feet. There you go. Now you put the white piece of paper up there and you hit it with the projector. Now we're going to do it over and over again. We're going to do our colors. We're going to do our contrast. We're going to do our white levels for every single screen. We're going to do the same thing over and over and over again until it's imprinted in your brain. You're going to dream this when you go to sleep. Yeah. I'd work them like a dog. I work myself like a dog. They definitely gonna work like a dog. No easy way. You lost your mind? No. That's the reason why. You can't bring me that nonsense at the end of the day and say, oh, it's some kind of so-and-so. No, you're gonna have to explain this to me because I ain't feeling that. Like, what does that actually mean? Why are the video players all the way down here? You're going to have to explain this to me. Them labels? No, them labels got to go. His labels are a little better than the other ones, but yeah. And what the freak does that even mean? You got to have a name behind it, like a real name. But anyway, whatever they name it, I really don't care at the end of the day, but still, they're going to have to back everything up. Ain't that, no. You better sneak it past me, because if I find out about it, yeah, it's going to roll. I go through your website, read through all your stuff, and I will go through your website. I will read everything through your site. When people have websites through me, I read everything through their websites. And they did pretty good too. Everything by the book, But I read something through your site, I'm going to question you on it. How is this real? How does this basically relate to the product? Does the product actually do this? Can you show me that it actually does this? Then you have to remove it. Then it ain't real. Then you're lying. You have to remove it. The arguments left and right. Can't tell me what to do. Well, then guess what? I ain't got better things to do with my time. Bye. Got no time for people. That's the reason why I had problems with. There is things that I do. I don't know how to rest, or then they put it that way. I will work till my chest hurts because I have to see it happen. Any environment that I build, anything I put together, I have to see it happen. If it doesn't happen, it drives me crazy. And I've had people come up to me and say, man, you're an impossible person to work around. I've had best friends come up and tell me, have talked to me like you're a workhorse, man, at the end of the day. You push. You can't work as hard as you sometimes. Sometimes we need a break. I won't eat for nothing until I get it done. I'm sitting there starving to death, and I'll still work until I get it done. Every one of these demonstrations I've done is sacrifice. But I have to understand that not everybody's going to work at my own pace. That's impossible. That's why I'd rather do it myself, because I know that no one's going to do it better than me. But if I do, this will kill me in the long run. So the hardest thing for me to do is to basically have somebody run my business alongside of me. It's very hard for me to do. Because there's a part of me that just wants to do all of it. I design my labels. I do the artwork. I make the products. I do the testing. I do it all. And I had to learn to basically give that allow other people to do it for me, because I couldn't do it. It just drove me crazy. But I'm learning at the end of the day. But I'm like that. Didn't realize I was like that. But with them, the corners they cut, the people I was working with were cutting corners. They were doing their jobs and everything. They just weren't doing it at my pace. That's the problem. I can knock out 10 videos in a day. Design, paint, test it, all that stuff. I can do all that crazy stuff. Some people can't do all that stuff, but I'm expecting them to be the same as me. And I had to learn at the end of the day, like, look, people are not going to be the same as you. Everybody's going to work at their own pace, and you have to learn to accept this. But if I was working with them, at the end of the day, it'd be arguments every freaking day. Man, if I seen half that stuff going on, we would have had fights in that place. half of that stuff going on. Somebody's getting swung on. We would definitely have fights in that place going down because there's no way in the world I walk in and see all that darkness. What the freak are we doing up in here? Like, really? What, vampires live up here? No, we light that place up. We ain't doing no bookcases in front of glass. We'll move all that stuff out of it. Get these bookcases all the way over there. Let's open up these windows. Let that light put in. If it's too dark in the environment, then we install light in it. Let's light this area up. I don't want no LED lights behind the back of the screen. LED lights should be leaning against the screen. I want condensed lighting hitting the screen. I don't want no screen sitting on the floor. Take that screen, put it up there to the lights are. As a matter of fact, when he built that whole room, I'd have never had that thing under the lip. I'd have had lights installed under the lip all the way around. Gotta back that stuff up. Oh, heck yeah. And we're going to get the crap. We're going to go on eBay together. Let's get ourselves some crappy old projectors. No, we don't need 4K. Leave that alone. We don't need all that. You should have enough confidence when you're projecting with all of that. Yep. You'll be out there in the freezing cold with me, freezing to death. You'll be out there in the rain. You'll be out there in all that bad weather, get eaten to death by bugs, all that. And you will not complain at all. Now, you want to walk a mile on my shoes, I guarantee you'll snap. And when you get done all that, when you're eaten by bugs, and you're scratching all over your body, you're going to pack away all that equipment, put away, and go upstairs, jump in your machine and download all those videos and all those pictures, all those different forum sites. And that's what you're going to do. And you're going to get tomorrow morning, you're going to do it all over again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Yep. That's why I can't work with them. You cut too many corners. Let's see. Demonstration. There's supposed to be a video here. Where's the video supposed to be here? Oh, that's where it went to. It wasn't there. Let's see. This one's supposed to be here. This is how your order is processed. That's right there. What the freak is down here? It's a demonstration for. Okay, what's this description for? Oh, it's the batch number. So, wait. So what's this one for? Oh, you got them mixed up. Okay, this one's supposed to be down here. All right, okay. Let's go down here. How did he get up there? Yeah, that's the reason why. Because they don't work hard. And they'll be out there in the freezing cold. I'll be there early in the morning. Like, freaking, we live next to each other? Oh, heck yeah. I'll be at your house at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. You better be up, dressed, and ready to go. Because you will trigger me. And I'll get upset. When I get up in the morning, you better be there and you better be ready. Better be outside. Get your equipment. Get everything hooked up. Let's set this up. Let's get this going. What you crying about? What the freak you crying about? Yeah, you'll be up early in the morning. Early in the morning, crack of dawn, you'll be up. I'll be out there right in front of your house. Let's go. Get in the truck. Let's go. Take up there. We can rent out a field. We can do our demonstrations at. It's nice and cold up there. It's gonna be cold up there anyway. Regardless where we're gonna be at, nice and cold. And if it's snowing out there, that's the best time. Especially if we get a blizzard, we get a good snowstorm. That's an opportunity to do a demonstration, a weatherproof demonstration, or nights in the snow. Yeah, that's an opportunity. We're not missing that. Come on, let's go. You'll be up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. You'll be up. People watch me when I put together those gaming runs. They'd be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been over the paint cabinet spraying my screen. God, do you sleep? I'm like, no, not really. Gotta have my energy, man, at the end of the day. You got to have my energy. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let me see. Feature policy right here. Let's see. Put it right here. Nope. It's funny because they'll sit there and say, well, I can't work with him because he scams. You don't work hard at the end of the day. Show me proof of something. Come on now. Matter of fact, you know what? Got a challenge for you. Challenge me. Make something within the next. How much time do they need to make something? Sheesh. One day. Make something in one day with at least about 30 tests attached to it. I bet you it'll never get done. One day. That's all you do. One day. 30 tests under your product. Of course, you're going to require a couple of projectors. You're not doing it on the same projector. You'll do it on like 8 or 9 different projectors like we do over here. And outside demonstrations are going to be required. Long distance projectors. You're going to need all that good stuff. And it'll pick you up some certifieds too, because you're going to need that too also. Let me see. Oh no, we got it right here. We got the whole thing right here. This thing's going to be huge. 33? 33 is going to be huge. Yeah, I told you 33 is going to be freaking huge. What the freak? That's too huge. It's overlapping everything over here. I'm going to hit that something today. Let me see. I got to edit the text right here. I'm going to overlap and hit everything. Come on, man. Seriously. Seriously, I'm going to hit that. I'm not hitting you. Come on. Why are you not hitting? All right. This is just bananas. It's not allowing me to hit it. Let me see. It's overlapping, but I don't know how much of it's overlapping. All right. Is it getting what I want right here? Okay. That's the whole thing. Okay. I need to shrink you. All right. Let me see what we get. There we go. We got you because it's overlapping. That's all just one day. Get some tests done to the whole thing. What time we got anyway? Oh man, we passed time. No, we good. We're good. Alright, let me see. We're right here. We should be. Now we're still over it. We're way over it. Let me see. Where's the point at for this? Is this the whole thing? Check back policy. Do it again. That's not it. Oh, I see where it went. It actually went. It blended into. All right. This is going to be a bit tricky. All right. This is definitely going to be a bit tricky. Let me get you over here for a minute. I gotta come over here. I gotta expand this. It should have basically did the expand. Let me see. Cause that didn't. Okay, I know what I can do. I gotta undo. Undo again. Come on, should have did it on the first undo. Undo. Really? That made it so much easier to do the undo. And you won't move. Okay. Oh, the complications of the website that drive me nuts. Like, really, seriously. Come on. What's going on here? Why are you fighting me? Why are you freaking fighting me? All right, let's get a reset on this. Yeah, because it's bugging me. May not save. We don't need to save. I need to figure out exactly how that just happened, because that's just weird. Can't get the letters to move up and down. It won't undo. It's just stuck there. Driving me freaking nuts. All right, let me see. Let's go back to the shipping policy again. Where are you? All right. What are you doing? What's going on in here? Because how come that didn't move? That should have literally just moved. All right, so there. So again, I need to get to this. Yes, edit text. I need to get to that. I need to shrink this. All right, there we go. Now we got it. There it is. That's what we couldn't figure out. It was just too close to the other one. All right, that's perfect. All right, so all this is in here. That's Gucci. That's all good. All right. That's right here. That's good. That's fair right there. Policy is there. What is the, what is the, what do we got coming up? George. Okay, George would be it. That'd be it. Okay. So that's it right there. All right, couldn't figure out why that was there. All right, I got two players that mounts to the bottom. Let me see. Okay, they're in there. Yeah, they're there. All right, cool. Everything's in there. Oh, Gucci, good, good. Okay, good, 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 good. Save that. That was a pain in the freaking neck. Couldn't get that to work for Jack. For some reason, it was not working. So let's see what we got going here. See, beautiful customers. I love these people at the end of the day. I love them. For the customer who was very nice enough to do the ship back, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We got a nice little letter from them, a few minutes ago, text message from them at the end of the day. We did back our product up. I'm going to be sending you down something nice too on top of that. That gunmetal we got, that Imperial coming out on Friday, you'll get a quart of that. If you need more, just let me know. I appreciate that. That's why I said I appreciate that. I do. I got some customers who went in and sent them. Sometimes we deal with this at the end of the day. I'm gonna lie to you now. I'm gonna tell you it's the truth. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have some customers that will not send us videos, and I hate to put it this way. I really do. But I'm gonna tell you from the door. I'm not saying everybody's this way, but you're gonna bump into this kind of stuff. In business, you're gonna bump into some stuff. At the end, they're gonna have you come home and go, "What the freak? Like really?" But you're gonna say the curse word. I don't do the curse word because again, I try to keep it clean. But it's gonna make you curse. You're gonna go to a bar and drink. And if you don't drink, you're gonna still go drink. People do customer service. You know what I'm talking about. You do customer service, you know what I'm talking about. Especially customer service if you want a answering system, because people feel they can say anything they want out of your mouth because they can, because they behind a phone. Very few people going to talk their mind when they're in front of you, because chance you might hop over that joint. I'm gonna lose my job today because I'm definitely going to jail. You're bumping into one of them, yeah. But yeah, man, I had situations where I hate to say this, where sometimes I'm the only African American that makes this stuff. I try to find other people like me to make it. I search and try to find other people who make the product that I make. I don't find it. I'm the only person. And sometimes I won't get pictures back or videos back due to the fact that they don't want to see me get to a certain area or a certain part because of this right here. So I've been through that before. I've been through that before. Trust me. I know. And then we got some customers that are freaking amazing, outstanding, and all that other good stuff at the end of the day. But if you're going to sit there and tell me that African American that runs a business is not going to run into racism, he is going to run into racism. Anybody's going to run into racism at the end of the day. But if you're African American, say you haven't, you got Jews that run into racism. Everybody runs race and racism. But yeah, I have run into it. Yeah, I have. I've had it happen at meetings a couple of times, and yeah, walked out of meetings and went home and just, man, you're like, what the freak? Seriously. Yep. Yeah, it happens. But we're blessed to have, well, I say I'm blessed to have amazing customers that come forth and show pictures of their products and stuff like that. I thank them for that at the end of the day. Thank you. I'm blessed to have that at the end of the day. But yeah, I've been through some stuff. I even had my own race at one point. This guy was working with us, and he was telling me that it would be in my best interest, and a lot of you not. He was an African American man, just like me. He said it would be in my best interest if I would hire a person of a lighter skin complexion to sell my products. Literally was told that by another African American, because it would be more pleasing on the eye. It's my product at the end of the day. I'm gonna basically sell it. You don't like the way I look, you don't like my skin color, go kick some rocks. Couldn't care less. That's what I told him at the end of the day. Just like the other guy that basically had a huge following and he was boosting my numbers on Instagram. He was saying he don't like the fact that I mention God all the time. Oh well, bye. Yep, told me that. I'll never forget that as long as I live. It'd be better if you just get somebody. I'm not going to say what he said. All right, but it'd be better if I get somebody that does a little bit more lighter because it'd be better or more pleasing on the eye. People would buy. You know, it's sad about that too because at one point when I first started my business, I didn't want to get in front of the camera because I literally thought people wouldn't buy from me because I was a black man. That did cross my mind. And then I realized at the end of the day that all my technology comes from God. And at the end of the day that he's going to bring orders to me regardless, no matter what. He's going to bring them to me. So it doesn't make a difference if I get in front of the camera. I got a horn sticking out of my head and some other crazy stuff, whatever. You know, Lord's always going to bless me to have orders at the end of the day. Always going to take care of us. But yep, it did cross my mind. Now, of course, that's, you know, I've met people from Ireland. I've met people from just about all over the world. I got a chance to talk to customers from all over the world. And man, just amazing people all the way around. And I met some bad people. I met some bad people and I met some good people. But majority, most of them, I met a lot of good people. A lot of good people. I remember in Digital Crystal Screen Paint, I met a guy who basically worked for the Secret Service. He actually ran alongside, I don't know what the president was at that particular time, but he ran alongside the president in the car. It's just vehicle and everything. I met one of these guys over there. He's a pretty cool guy too. You know, different kinds of people at the end of the day. That's what I like about when I'm going to be doing the on-site stuff because I'll get a chance. I want to do installments. Actually, I want to do installments. I don't have my own crew, but I do want to do a couple of installments myself. Go in there, paint the screens up and stuff. That's going to be fun. All right, we got everything there. This page is already updated, so it's good to go. So it's goosey. It's good to go. We're going to save this right here, so we're good to go on that. We got the policy in all shopping carts. Let's go publish. And like I said, it's not to the return. The ship back return is not in a way to call you a liar. It's not for that. It's just basically we know the product's tested. We know it works. We test them, okay? But at least, you know, it gives you a chance that maybe something happened that we don't know about. So you send it back to us. We get a chance to look through everything. Everything's fine. We're never contacting, calling, oh, blah, blah. No, we're not doing that at the end of the day. We just come back and contact and say, hey, look, it's working perfectly fine. Everything's good. You know, I got to start keeping the videos a little shorter because I do talk a lot. But anyway, just basically about it. Just want to make sure everything is working perfectly fine. Let me send you up something else. You know, send you some free lights, you know, black alcohol service, something like that. You know, something cool. Let me see. We published this already? We did. I had to go pop up front because I'm going to see if my package got here from my screen. It should be here by FedEx should be shipping it up. Send it back so we can go put it before the channel, you know, and make sure everything's working fine, you know, and you should get a chance to see, you know, we'll test it out and all, do the testing and all, make sure it's working fine. You did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for respecting the ship back policy. We appreciate it. I'm going to go log into my other account and go set up the same policy again over there. So we'll have that ready to go. And that way, you know, we can request the product be shipped back. That's why I started. We had, when I first started, we had a couple of packages that opened up. But now our containers are self-locking. We got self-locking containers, which I'm curious if they got this FLE, where's my containers at? Because my containers don't look like the other containers. They're different. They're completely different containers. They're self-locking containers. And they have a different color. We never showed off the containers. There's a reason why. Only people know those containers and people got them. And they got special numbers on those things. So we can basically keep a category on it, where they went, who they shipped to, and everything. So, yeah, I'm curious. They said FLE, and I want to know exactly, again, what containers and what do you have this FLE? Because, again, I never saw a container at all, period. And if you're making those accusations, I'm going to request your receipts once I get you in that courtroom. Because I want to see this product that you claim you have is supposed to be about FLE technology. You better have my receipt. Where's my open come back? Policies. I love writing policies. I doing contracts. I gotta do me another contract anyway. I might get beta testers for the gamer screens. I need gamers. I need female gamers too. I think I got a couple of female gamers. I think I know. I can test those screens out for us. You can keep the screen, by the way. Send it back. It's yours. I'm gonna send you some cool merch with it. But you gotta sign that contract. Even friends gotta sign those contracts. Ugh. Yeah, I can imagine that at the end of the day. Where, really? We're doing this demonstration in the dark room. There's an Ultra Shirt though sitting right on top of the screen, and we're doing this in the. I know we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Nope. Don't work hard enough. I'm going to check my tracking number and see where this thing is at. I think they sent it to the other email account. It's my Surface coming in from another company. I'm trying to see if Firehawk. I think Firehawk has a gunmetal screen. I'm pretty sure they got one. Looking for one. I don't know if they got one or not. I think they got a gunmetal. We'll find one, another one. Got a couple to go. Got to get in that storage unit again and try to look through all those boxes. Get my Dark Star 9 out of there because I need it. All right. Got to put you down for a minute due to the fact that this thing out like this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Due to the fact that I got to change out my accounts. All right, let me see. Yeah, you called with a. If you called directly, you called with a spam number. My phone won't accept spam numbers. It'll reject them. You got to call with a regular number, man. Can't call with spam. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. All right, where are you at on this one? Did you just pull up on this one? Where are you at? Right. Yeah, there we go. not to all, to one. All right, let me see. Hold on, people. Hello, if you just called and your number came up as a spam call, the phone will not accept it. Let's go to a customer right now. Let me see. Gee whiz, Google. Seriously? You spelled hello with an A? Wow. I'll tell you. Hello. If you called and your number came, okay, you call, okay. If you called your number, it just doesn't do anything. It comes up, not came up, comes up, okay, comes up, yes, comes up as a spam call. The phone will not accept it. I'll request his number. What is your number? Where's your number? All right, take care of that. Okay, now I get out of this account, talking to a customer at the same time, getting this done. All right, let me see. Okay, we're supposed to be here. Gonna come out of here, and we're gonna go into sign out of here. Come out of Black Series. I know my table's dirty. It's always dirty. I'm always working on something. Okay, I'm gonna go back in then, and I gotta get this other account. Here we go. Man, no, we're not doing that. I remember the last time we did that, and that didn't even go well. All right, let me see. I'll tell you about that freaking nightmare on his own. Freaking Hotmail. Doing a, well, it does it with every password. It does it just about with every password. It does that nonsense. Freaking, when the system pops up and it tells me, do you want to save your password? Be careful about pressing that in the day, because what happens is you could type in your password, and then when the system pops up, it doesn't actually record your password. It'll be missing like a number, or maybe a digit might be missing, and you think the little dots up there means it saved it. No, you could be missing some stuff. So that's why you'll hit that little button on the side that says basically, can you show it? So you can see it was actually put down correctly, because sometimes they put it down incorrectly, and then when you go to save it and you go back in to type in your number or type in your passcode, it won't go through, because they saved the one that they basically put on file. Well, not the one they put on file, but the one they made the mistake on, and you can't figure out why. I just made this password, why it's not accepting it, because when you hit the save for Google, it basically wrote it incorrectly, and then now you basically have to do it all over again. So to save yourself the headache, nightmare, go over and check when a little box pops up and hits it and see if they said it exactly the way you wrote it. Because I've had sevens missing, symbols missing. I'm like, oh wow, this has been messed up. I have to go in and do this all over again. Yep, go in there and check. It's kind of like, I hate to say this, it's like the AI is like screwing with us on purpose. You know all this is connected to an AI, right? You know that, right? Have you heard the story about the guy who basically, the godfather of AI? Did you ever read that nonsense that went on right there? He quit his job. This guy's working with Google forever, and he quit his job because he saw something in the program that wasn't right, and he quit. He saw something very, very scary. So I wonder what the central machine looks like. Boy, we're getting closer and closer to the whole Terminator thing. Well, 155. Thank God I'll be dead by then. Hopefully. I don't want to be around for that thing. If that thing does happen to pop off, I don't want to be around for it. I hope I'm dead already. Don't want to be around for that. Those machines that you bring into your house, artificial intelligence, those machines. The worst ones are the ones that basically operate on themselves, on the robots and stuff in the day. The more advanced ones and all that stuff, they have override on them. Man, but they have special programs that are put into them to make them react in different ways, dangerous ways. Like a hit and kill switch or something like that. To relax about technology. That scares you, I'm sure. Everything you have right now runs off AI technology. Let's see what we got here. All right, that's better. No, you're doing too much. Doing way too much. Oh, shoot, hold on. Wrong shift key. Nope, opposite way. Plus. What the freak then? Seriously? Mother freaking Jerry's ghost. Make up your mind. Alright, cool. I'm gonna freak about anyway. Oh, FLE. That's what I gotta increase this player. What do we have here? Video players, all this stuff is uploaded. Gaming. Oh, we're supposed to put the rest of the game. We get the projector mapping, all that done. All that's finished with the floor. Outside demonstrations. We bought the I think we bought the courts of the dedicated Cinemax, because I told you before that I want both. I want to be to do ambient rejection and FLE. So we're doing both, which is what we tested yesterday. That was basically the advanced ambient rejection technology. And I have to be on site. Oh shit, I keep forgetting I was supposed to send them some whatchamacallit, some the bracket systems for the projectors so they can order them. I gotta get around to doing that. So I'm kind of busy. All right, we did beat this page up. All right, let me see. We have to do gaming demonstration on that screen. We done just about everything on that screen has to be done. The gaming on my certified gets here before, but we do it after. Before it doesn't make a difference. But can't wait for that to get here. It wasn't out there. And then I definitely want to do gaming on these screens right here, because we're going to be doing the 40, 20s, and 50s in glass for the gamers. All right, so that's all good. Let's get in there and get this policy put in, so we're good to go. All right, let me see. I gotta go to pages, and I gotta go to Black Shop. That's my point. I need to blow it up a little bit. There we go. I think I'll go work on my unicorn page today too. Yeah, we got to get some thank you cards, and we got to get some like keychains, or keychains is pretty good. Everybody likes keychains. Just some keychains. And throw in a free keychain in the orders. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got two of them on there. We got the 32 and 24 is on it. Okay, good. Let's go to manage. Mark, please. Here. Mr. Waffles. Mr. Waffles. I get another cat, I'm gonna call him Waffles. Or another small dog, I'm gonna call him Mr. Waffles. Let me see. No. You send it back yet? Still waiting. Let's see. Okay, we can't put it in there. Got to put it into the policy. All right. Shipping policy. Snail mail policy. Okay, it's over there. Let me see. I'll put you right in here. There we go. Oh, if it's too close together, it doesn't activate. That's what it is. Okay, cool. Good to know. All right, where's my policy at? Let's put it in there. Policy, please read policy. All right, let me see, where are you? All right, it should be, let me see something. There we go. Ship back policy. There you go, perfect. It's in there. So we loaded this into the 1 gallons. 1 gallons has the ship back policy already in. All right, let me see. This is for, we're putting it in for what's available now. All right, let me see, it's 1 gallon. This is going to be 32. If you consider this to be boring, well, guess what? Something that I have to do. Yeah, good thing about you guys, you can just go and just chill. I'm still going to be here working regardless. Doesn't make a difference. It's what I have to do. And it has to be done. There we go. That policy right there. All right, it's all good to go. It's all good to go. Everything's in there. All right, that is going to be for the 32. So that's finished. And then we got the 24. 24. Get away. No, the 32. 24. That's good. 24. I'll put you right there. No. Get out of the way. No. You're definitely doing too much. Characters can't go there. Alright, I need you to go. That's a snail mail. Okay, you're definitely not in the right section. Go over here. Let me go bring you down one. And bring you up. There we go. That's perfect. Put you right there. in there. It's in there nicely. All right, that's it. That policy is updated on all the ones that are available for our, because the rest of the stuff ain't available on here yet. Oh, wait. No. We got the advanced ambulance rejection still on here. So let me see. I need to grab that and put that policy in there. Okay, 24. That's a fake projector policy. Let me be in there. Okay, this is for 24. That's completed. And I'll get the one for 32 in advanced ambulance rejection right here. This is 24. I think we just hit 24. Oh, it's 32. 32. What's the alcohol projector policy? What's the SNP policy? SNP policy. We should be okay right here. Nope, I need you here. Okay, hold on. There we go. Right, that policy's in there. Cool. All right, that's all updated. And now we're going to go over to saving this. I'm going to go over to saving it here. That's completed. That's done. We need to go over to shipping policy. Let's go to site menu, shipping policy. There we go. You're supposed to be over here. You're in the wrong section. Go. Listen to me. Move. Wrong section. There you go. Doing too much. Let me see. Instead of going through that whole strip, I'm just going to put a whole policy right here. All right, where we need to go. I need to expand this just a little bit. All right, come on. Just a little bit more. A little more expansion. Come on. A little more. All right, there we go. I'm going to put your policy right there. I'm going to put you right here. Expand you over here. Oh, come on. Be nice. Be nice. I don't like doing everything twice. Right, this. Where'd you put that one? Come on. Where you at? There you go. Alright, let's get this changed. Mind if I bring it down a little more? That's perfect. Behave. Right, let me see. No, we need to have it in George. It has to be clean. Can't be anything fancy on it because it's hard to read. Alright, let's get that policy right in here. There we go. Perfect. Ship back policy. Boom. Alright, just add it to the site. That's good to go. I got to contact and ask them what surface did they put it on, because then we might have to add that to our list. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's done. Policies are updated. It's updated on H site. Everything is good to go. We got our policy here. I had to design me a contract for batch numbers for the gamer screens when they come out. We're gonna need beta testers. We're going to need the beta tester. Now, just in case, because every time you make mention of this, you have people that have good intentions and there are people that have bad intentions. Beta testers have contracts. You sign your name to that contract, and I warn people from the door. You hold accountable for anything that happens to the screen's yours. But if you badmouth the product and that stuff like that, try to make the product look bad, the consequences are brutal. I'm warning you from the door. And so before you sign these things, just know. You just have to just use the screen, that's all. Game on it, have some fun with it, whatever. Give your honest opinion on it, and that's it. But if you want to be trying to taint the screen and make it look bad, you're not going to like the outcome. Your name is signed to a document. All I got to do is fast shit in front of a judge and say he agreed to these terms and conditions and show exactly what you did wrong, and you lost your shirt coming out of there. And so I have to say that because you have individuals right now, again, as I said before, if you look at their channels, all they do is talk about us, hatred all day long, that have these intentions to do this. But you should know who you're messing with at the end of the day. I always catch you guys, always catch you doing something stupid. So knowing that, we don't want you near our stuff anyway. But if you have any people, or if you're with them and you have intentions that way, you get your clock clean at the end of the day, just put it that way. You'll regret it. You'll be sitting there like, how in the world did I end up in this situation? I gotta do a little better at my life. And yeah, doing better with your life is not messing with people's stuff at the end of the day. Now, those of you beta testers that are doing right by us, enjoy the screen. It's yours. We do not want it back. So it's your screen. So most likely you'll be getting the biggest ones. You'll be getting the 50s. This is a 40. So you'll be getting the 50s. That's about 40 inches. I measured it. So you'll be getting the 50s, the big ones. And these screens are basically the 16:9. They are not basically formatted for 16:9. They are actually 16:9. They're going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to launch these bad boys. I'm getting all of them. I'm getting every single one of them at my house. I'm even designing a table for each one. And yes, I'm getting myself a Sugar Plum Fairy. Yeah. Is this off again? I should design one of the screens. I should. We should design one. I think if I do one, I'm going to do the Sugar Plum Fairy because that's the first one I was supposed to do right away before we just made a whole collection line of them now. But I think I'm going to do a Sugar Plum Fairy. I'm going to do one. I'm going to design one and basically do it all in glass. I think I know where I can go get my glass screen from. I got to go contact these people. This is going to be cheaper now because they're going to be in 20, 30s, and no, we said 20, 40s, and 50s, yeah. Because 100 inches in glass is not easy to ship. Let me see. All right, so we're good on this. Everything's here. Let's go save it. Let me go reach out to this guy and get him taken care of. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.